the Sarah Palin glasses, hoping we could go as Sarah Palin and
Really?
Joe Sixpack, the plumber I wanted to be.
And what happened there?
Mm-hmm. She didn't want to do that. So she bought me the Dark Knight costume off the Fred Meyer rack.
Really?
Yeah.
The buff suit?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And that's what we went to the costume party over the weekend as.
Oh my God.
The Dark Knight, that's what I was, which is okay with me because Batman was always my favorite superhero growing up.
Really? Good job.
Yes.
And she chose...
Of course, the eyes of the Dark Knight mask were too small and I could barely see
You
anything.
didn't make them wider, nothing? Or...
I was thinking of cutting them open, but it would look really weird then. So I went for looks over the ability to be able to see.
Nice.
And wound up wearing the mask all of about 10 minutes at the party anyway, so... I was the Dark Knight body at the party.
That must have been great.
It was fun.
Was it?
Yes. Halloween's a fun holiday.
Cool.
Yes.
When was the last time you went to a Halloween party?
Oh, I go
Every year?
once
Is this
every
a
10
year?
years.
Oh,
Yeah. So now I'm good till 2018. So
all right, good.
send out your invitations now for 2018. I'm available. But yes, not easy to get me into a costume. But it was fun for the whole family.
Great
It's about
little social event.
taking the kids.
Ah, it was a family affair.
that kind of
right?
party.
Yeah, that kind of party. Yeah.
Not adult only.
Oh no.
Oh.
Do you even
I'm
do
not doing
adult
adult
only?
parties. No.
Really?
No, my adult parties are.
Done and over?
I have adult parties that consist of one-on-one. Most of the time, me and my wife. But
Most of the time.
But group
you.
parties with just adults, I don't see the
Really?
point anymore. No.
Oh, wow, all right.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe no, in the right settings. Maybe it has to be like in Vegas or some really, really special occasion. And I can't think of any. So
Halloween wouldn't do it for you.
well, if you invited me to adult a Halloween party, would I go?
Yeah.
Very doubtful.
Really?
Yeah, it depends who was throwing it.
Oh, okay.
If
Hot shot?
Hotshot was throwing a party at his house, Hotshot's not throwing any party at his house.
I know that, but
had
this is
one
all
on that. Never happened again.
hypothetical.
Hypothetically speaking, if he was throwing a party at his house,
Stay out of that room.
Oh, jeez.
It's Halloween, which is his biggest.
It's
he
too
loves
hypothetical.
It.
It's too much of a stretch. I know he's not throwing any Halloween parties.
All right, then. I guess we're all out.
So, I don't know. Depends what kind of party it would be. If it was like I don't know.
So you went to a party with kids?
That's right.
What? So it was like at night, or is it during the day?
It was started around 5:30. You know,
Wow.
ended around. No, it started around 3:30. Actually, ended around 6:30.
Okay.
You know, painting pumpkins.
All
and
right. Yeah. What was her name?
Keep painting a little lower. And that kind of stuff.
All right.
So those kind of things warm the cockles of your heart. And that's what it's all about, baby. It's about having warm cockles these days. And
Oh, good to know.
we have 8 days to go into the biggest election of our lives. You know, they say that every time around, and each time they happen to be right.
We're voting for a stadium again?
No stadiums involved this time. However, it is the most important election of your life. They say that every election, and every election it seems to be the truth. This one, certainly no exception.
Right.
The world hanging by a thread, I think tells you all you need to know. If the world is truly hanging by a thread, which you can make the case that it is, I would think that makes this an important election.
Yeah.
And it seems more and more like Obama's the guy to be in charge of what needs to be done over the next 4 years. So we'll see what happens, though.
Yeah, when the curtains really close.
When the curtains close, we'll see where we're at.
Right.
As far as I think it's going to be a landslide. That's what I think.
All right.
For John McCain!
There you go.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It will be.
Ding, 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 ding.
I was just joking. I think it's going to be a landslide for Obama. But, hey, with the election coming up, before you can bat an eyelash, before you know it, it's going to be Election Tuesday, a week from tomorrow. That means any thoughts you have for the big presidential election for the United States of America, if you have any comments, any thoughts, any little notations you want to make on this program between now and next Tuesday, feel free to call at any point during the week. Feel free to text message us at any point during the week.
Right.
We'll get more of your true self, I'm sure, through text messages. But if you want to hear your voice and you want people to have your voice be heard, the phone calls are really still the most traditional and best way to go at 1-866-663-T-MAN. So at any point, no matter what we're talking about during this week, whether Terry's reading one of her, recycled Cosmo articles or Hot Shot scratching his ass, no matter what's going on,
Every day.
no matter what is happening during this week, if you feel like it's the time where you need to make a comment about the presidential election or the election in general, don't feel like you need to hesitate or wait for the right moment. Any point during this week is the right moment. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? Anyone out there could talk about Super Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Super Tuesday is really the primary, but this is as super as it gets. Election Day, yes. Anyone can talk about Election Day whenever they want during this week. We will come back and get things started for a very, very, what should be an important and interesting week right after these words.
The T-Man Show.
The Seahawks have finally found a team that's a bigger mess than they are. They're called the San Francisco 49ers. We go to the Bay Area where Seneca Wallace makes his second straight start. But it's the defense taking advantage.
Like night and day for Seneca Wallace, right?
Looked like it, yes.
I mean, he played with a lot of confidence yesterday. Was mobile, was throwing the ball well, was completing passes to Carr and Robinson like the old days. Bring back Steve Largent. And the Seahawks, I mean, easy, laughing kind of win. The kind of wins we were used to for the past, decade, but weren't anywhere close to this year. What the hell's going on?
The defense looked good for once. It was kind of scary. Gave me a little bit of hope for this season.
Yeah, I mean, the NFC West, you're never out of it. It's a beautiful thing.
That's right. The NFC worst, yes.
So everybody lost in the NFC West except the Seahawks. So they gain a game on everyone. I know Vinnie the Pooh couldn't be more excited.
Let me tell you. Just glued to the TV all weekend.
Where were you all weekend? Eastern Washington? You were doing your little tour thing?
Yeah, just...
It's Vinnie the Pooh on tour?
That's
All
right.
Oh, my gosh.
Coming to a club near you.
Where were you
VTP
at?
Roadshow.
Where'd you spend the nights?
Tri-Cities and Ellensburg.
Wow. 2 different nights, 2 different spots?
And you lived?
Partying at Central or what?
Yeah, that was Saturday night, Central.
In Ellensburg?
Yeah.
Did you meet Ellen?
I did.
And
I did, yeah.
remember that ad campaign? I'm Ellen from Ellensburg. You don't remember that?
No.
No.
Really? No one remember that? Come on, Pacey has his hand up in the air. You don't remember the commercials they used to run 5 years ago? I'm Ellen from Ellensburg.
Who's Ellen, though?
She was the one who was supposed to represent Ellensburg. She
Oh,
was
really?
Ellen.
Old lady?
She was going door to door. No, she was mid-age.
Oh, okay.
No.
What was she running for?
Yeah.
She wasn't running for anything.
She was just trying to get tourists to go to Ellensburg.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Pointing out
That's
all the
the
beautiful things that Ellensburg had to offer. Yeah.
The smell of cow poo in the summer? Love
That's
it.
pretty much what she was highlighting, yes. And people flocked there like crazy. It was amazing.
You serious? It's like just a college, and that's it. And this club.
Yes. Well, she was trying to point out the other side of it, which was more of a, 35-something place to be.
All right.
And then you went to the Tri-Cities. I mean, did you stop in Yakima here?
I did.
A lot of hot Latina little girls and.
I did a little mix show in Yakima.
See a lot of little Hispanic hotties or what?
Everywhere.
Really?
Yes, the Tri-Cities Club was just crazy. I had to do like a 2
Are you
hour...
overdoing how hot they were, or are you really saying, hey, I was surprised they were way hot?
No, they were way hot.
Really?
Yes. Tons of them.
Tons of
No,
them.
they're like flocks of them. It was crazy.
Because I knew a couple of girls that came over from Yakima.
Oh.
The hot little Latina mamacita.
think I
And I mean,
remember.
couldn't have been any hotter. Really couldn't have been any hotter.
They breed them differently over there.
Oh, geez. Well, that's a whole different statement. But, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
nice little thing for you.
No, it's lovely.
And you got a little cash?
Oh, yeah.
They paid you?
They stepped up the payments, of course.
Right.
little gas money?
Oh,
Little McDonald's money?
Yeah. Tons.
Good. That's all you need.
So you drove by yourself? You packed up your stuff and...
No, I wish. No, actually, there was about 30 of us who went.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In like a big tour bus type of thing.
Like the Partridge Family.
Exactly.
Minus the talent
Anyone
and the bell bottom.
anyone we know? Or what?
Not that you would know. No.
So who was the group? What was it all about?
It was 2
This
rappers.
group of DJs?
No, it was 2 rappers. There was one other DJ, but he wasn't really.
You're the DJ, he's the rapper.
Yeah,
I got
that's
it.
right.
Okay.
Wow.
So a couple of local rappers, and you the DJ,
Yeah, just-
and then who's the other 27 people? The roadies?
Oh, a gang of entourage. It could have been. We could have did the same thing with 4 people.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why they brought 30. It was like
They brought their groupies.
Yeah, 30 people.
All rappers need their groupies, no matter how big or small they
Girls
This is
or
are.
how it
guys coming?
goes.
There was only 3 girls.
All right.
3 girls and
Yes.
27 guys in a bus.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, it was
You don't want to bring girls to
Gay
the show.
phone operator, you just give more material to come
No,
after
hey,
you. 27 guys in a bus.
They paid me a lot of
What
money.
was the
so-
name of the bus driver?
Oh my god. So I'm like, hey, whatever. I didn't have to drive, and
Oh.
they paid for the rooms, and hey, all right.
Wow. That
Sounds
sounds
good to me.
interesting.
Good time.
And while you were out, the Seahawks won.
Of an ineffective J.T. O'Sullivan and Josh Wilson with the play of the day. Much more on this coming up on game day. He goes 75 yards for the touchdown. Look at Holmgren. It's a 20-3
Yeah,
advantage.
you see Holmgren jumping up and down like a
Like a
little
kid.
He
schoolboy.
looked excited for the first time ever. Never seen him act like that.
When they won the NFC Championship, he wasn't nearly that excited.
I know.
He was jumping up and down like he won the Super Bowl.
Right.
When they returned that interception for a touchdown, I'd never seen him happier in his career.
Ever. I was thinking the same thing.
It was really weird.
Tired of losing.
There's something about being tired of losing and just being so frustrated that the slightest little thing, even though in perspective he's accomplished so much more, yet that was the biggest celebration of his career.
I know.
That is so bizarre.
Tired of watching it.
He's won a Super Bowl. He's been to 3 Super Bowls.
Right.
He's never celebrated more than when Josh Wilson. Seriously, there's
I
never
agree with
been
you.
a time on the sideline when you see him more in a euphoric moment.
Giddy as a schoolgirl.
Yeah, he was.
He looked like a
Jumping up and
schoolgirl.
down.
I didn't know what he was doing.
Good job,
His
everybody.
Belly was shaking. His hands were in the air. He was waving it like he just really didn't care.
I don't think he did, no.
Big man.
1 in 5 will do that to you.
Scott, you're on the air. Hello.
How's it going?
What's up, Scott?
Oh, well, I was just telling Pasty there that I'm not going to vote for either candidate for presidency.
Interesting.
Terry, I did say at any point, and this is now proof in the pudding.
Yeah.
Speaking of a hungry, yes, I said at any point, if you want to talk about the big election a week from tomorrow, don't hesitate to call, no matter what we're talking about, no matter what the topic is. If you have a thought on the big election, the biggest one of our lives, I know they say that every year, but every time around, this one, no more
Well,
true than any other.
Oh, yes.
Every time they say it's the truth, it seems. As I said already, you can feel free to call in at any point to say anything you want to say about Obama, about McCain. Let it all fly. And Scott is saying that he could care less about either one of them, more or less. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Well, that's kind of the way I was feeling a few weeks ago. I was more in the, not necessarily undecided. I was leaning towards Obama, but as we get closer, I'm definitely feeling like the time is right for Obama to step in. And let's see what the man can do for the 4 years that are ahead of us.
Well, clearly he's a better choice over McCain because we don't want another Bush in office. But,
Well, McCain has gone very much to the hilt to show everyone that he is not George Bush. He has taken more than a little bit of time to step out there and say, I am not George Bush. Don't link me with him. Because that is pretty much a death certificate.
It
if you were
is.
to- if the
what he's
public were to
saying,
believe
but
it's...
that's not what it's going to be if he gets the election. And Obama, I don't think he has enough experience to get in there.
Well, I mean, there's
Does
something to
anybody
be...
really have
Yes, well, compared to Sarah Palin, he has a ton. But
Right,
compared to
okay.
anyone else, the man has a good point. He's
Right.
not even completed one term as a United States senator. So, yeah, that was kind of my biggest problem as far as voting for Obama. But, you know, maybe the less experience, the better these days.
Hey, McCain's has all this experience, and he still hasn't gotten anything done that he wants to get done. So you can look at it that way, too. All these promises, well, you've had 27 years to do it. What have you done in 27 years?
Well, I'm
So
sure.
it goes both ways.
Yes. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do, Scott? Make a decision right now.
Actually, I'm not going to vote for either.
You're not going to vote. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking for the longest time I was just going to stay home and beat off.
Wow.
But I may actually go out now and vote. I haven't truly made the absolute determination, but that's the way I'm leaning now.
Well, I'm not going to vote for the presidential election. I will vote for...
You going to vote for governor?
Jeez.
Yeah,
Who
I'm
you
actually
voting?
gonna
That's
vote
definitely
for
one I
Rossi
would
over
vote.
Gregoire.
You going to vote for Rossi? I'm thinking I'm voting for Rossi, too. I think I'm going to go
Really?
Democratic as far as president, and I'm going to vote
If you,
Rossi.
want, if you want a George Bush clone, then yeah, go Rossi.
Go, Rossi,
Well,
go.
I'm sorry.
Well, you're saying he's the guy.
There's something to be said about giving a person a chance. I gave Gregoire a chance for 4 years, and
Hack.
what has she done?
Hack.
The
Total hack.
The Sonics are gone. Internet online poker is the same equivalent offense as child pornography.
That's your platform.
Everyone's got their own issues. There's absolutely no justification why betting on internet poker online in this state, the only state in the country, by the way, is a 5-year jail term and a $10,000 fine, which is the same penalty as being caught with child pornography. It makes no sense.
So try to convince me she's a hack.
So because she's a hack, I'm not just gonna vote for her again.
Vote for
and
no
not give. I'll give Rossi 4 years to see what it can do.
Vote for yourself.
Ooh, okay.
Well, didn't Rossi technically win last time after the recount over and over?
Well, no. The hand recount came down to Gregoire winning by 133 votes, I think the number was.
Oh, my
But
God.
I'll give myself a hand recount on that night.
Yes. They did a recount. It went again for Rossi. They did a third recount, or whatever it was, the second recount, which they did by hand, and it was 133 votes in the favor of Christine Gregoire, which, according to the letter of the law of Election Day, the hand recount is the one that stands as the final word, and that's why it's been Christine Gregoire for the past 4 years. And I voted for her, and I was a big proponent of making her the governor of the state, and I've been very disappointed. So what am I going to do, go out and vote again because Rossi may be like George Bush?
Stay home.
I'll give him a chance.
Okay, give him a chance.
All right.
I can't with good conscience vote for either of them.
Yeah.
Don't
Miles.
vote. That's your prerogative,
Yeah.
not to
Pass.
vote. And I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm just telling you who I'm going to vote for.
No, I understand. She hasn't done anything. Pile.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. She did do one thing. She let the Sonics leave. Nice work.
Not just not done anything. There's been some negative situations going on that really, not the ones that are outside her control, like the economy and stuff, which it's hard to blame on her. Obviously, that's going on everywhere in the country, and this state is probably held up better than a lot of other states. But the things she could have controlled, I think, were handled poorly. So, she could have stepped in. You don't think Governor Gary Locke would have stepped in like he saved the Seahawks from leaving? The Seahawks could have been the L.A. Seahawks for the past 15 years.
And the Mariners.
If
The Mariners were
If the
one
ri-
run away in 95 from being in Tampa Bay.
If the right person, but Gary Locke was directly responsible in getting his hand in the mix and saving the Seahawks from moving when the buses were packed and they were rolling down the I-5 to L.A. He brought them back. People have to remember that. If the right person is in charge at the right time, these things can happen. The Seahawks could have easily been the L.A. Seahawks for the past 12 years. But Gary Locke brought the team back, and what have we had since then? We've had a great team to enjoy, and we've really reaped the benefits of having the Seahawks. We've gone to a Super Bowl. I went to Detroit, not the greatest experience of my life, but I wouldn't trade it in.
I never thought of having a girl for a governor would make a difference, but I wasn't getting a sense of urgency from her about the Sonics. Maybe it did make a
She
difference.
didn't do all she could to save the Seahawks. Now, it was really Howard Schultz, Trader Schultz, that screwed Seattle in that situation. But if the right politician with the right amount of power, which was what she was, could have stepped in and done more, the Sonics could have stayed here.
Right.
If she would have really fought and taken her gloves off.
True.
But what did she do? She was too busy making online poker illegal and the equivalent of child pornography.
Okay, you haven't been busted for it, so you're okay.
No, I haven't played since. I'm afraid to play. Believe me, everyone else is playing still, not scared at all. I haven't played one hand of online poker
Isn't that
since that
interesting?
law came down because I'm not going to take a chance.
You have to register as an online poker player, too, in your neighborhood. It's
just
very
go-
embarrassing.
I just go to Vegas more now.
But do you think Rossi would have done it?
Rossi has said one of the first things
He
he'll
has
do.
He has said. People say a lot of things
Now, wait a minute.
in
That's
order
why
to
I
get
say
the vote.
give the person a chance. Rossi has said that one of the first things he'll do is
Right.
change that law.
Right. but yet he's
wonder why
already
he wants
coming under,
No
know,
wonder why I'm not
Yeah.
hiding why I'm voting for him. I think that's a good thing.
Good job.
But he's already, there's trouble brewing in his camp because of all his campaign donations possibly
Listen.
coming from illegal sources.
If I want to lose what's left of my shirt in online poker, I'm entitled. I'm a grown man.
Do what you want.
That's right. So, Scott, you do what you want. I'll do what I want. Hutch will do what he wants. We'll all do what we want. And we thank you for your thoughts.
Okay, well, I was going to say one more thing.
All right. What's one more thing?
Uh-oh.
Well, and I know this has nothing to do with what we were talking about at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I know you're a Reggie Bush fan, and I'm a huge
Well, I'm not a
football
fan, but he's on my fantasy football team, and I thought I did a very shrewd move in drafting him in the 4th round.
I actually drafted him in the first round.
Well, not as shrewd as I am, are you?
on both my fantasy leagues, and Nav lost ever since he hasn't played.
Well, he's only missed 1 week. So,
But didn't he have surgery or
Went out
something?
half the game.
yeah, he missed half a game the week before. You're right. All right. So he's missed a week and a half, and he had surgery, a little meniscus surgery, which will keep him out another 2 or 3 weeks, and then hopefully he'll be back and better than ever. Probably not. Probably pretty much done for the year. But
So get rid of
Probably
him
that
now.
scenario.
injury is something you can't factor in, but it's a very high probability, just about with every player you got during the course of the year at some point. All right? So what are you going to do? You going to cry
Actually-
about it?
What?
You going to cry about it? What are you going to do?
Actually, I drafted D'Angelo Williams, and that wasn't
Well, there you go.
good call.
It's a nice
No.
surprise. What? He's done all right the past few weeks, right?
yeah, not really.
What, he scored a touchdown yesterday.
Yeah, but he didn't give me very many fantasy points. Either way, I've lost the past 2 weeks in a row on both my teams.
So I think he just wants to vent. He's a little frustrated. Is that it?
Mm-hmm. I guess that was something he also needed to get in before we let him go.
All right. Well,
All the part of the therapy that the man in the morning show offers you. Scott, you feeling better yet or no?
I'm sorry?
You feeling any better yet or what?
A little bit better. I just got off work, so yeah.
Oh, yeah? What do you do overnight? Obviously, you're an overnight worker.
I work at Microsoft.
Overnight?
Yeah, surveillance.
You're a security guard? Oh, surveillance.
Yeah.
Really? How many surveillance? I guess you don't think about those things, but I guess you got to assume they have real human beings as part of surveillance.
sure.
You would think it would be all done by high-tech computer.
yeah, Bill's not sitting at his house watching his entire campus.
No, I didn't think it was Bill. I figured
No, I know.
maybe they have certain level of technology that they would need security guards in little huts. But is that pretty much what you do, or what? You carry a
We
nightstick?
pretty much just sit down and watch 32 cameras at all times.
Wow.
And what if you don't feel like watching on a given night? You feel like flipping over to see what's on,
No, it's
reruns
there's
of
just
Road
monitors.
Rules or
There's
something?
no TVs. There's just monitors.
Just monitors.
We do have internet, so I check my football and everything randomly.
You can't hook up DirecTV to one of those monitors and just start flipping around?
Yeah, no. I wish.
So you got to stare at the monitors all night and morning, basically, or what?
Pretty much, yeah. It's good paying job. It's just boring as hell.
What does it pay?
It starts out at $45 a year and plus overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
And if your eyes leave the screen, are you in trouble or what?
I'm sorry, what was that?
If your eyes leave the 32 screens.
No. Because there's a lot of times you gotta, open and close doors for people.
Right,
Yeah.
But
So
if you
can't
like
watch it
fall
all the time.
asleep on the job, are you done or what?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm almost home.
No, but if one night you were to doze off,
Oh yeah, you're fired.
you're fired.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How many people work with you, or is it just you? Or does one person just watch 32, and then in another building over, there's another guy? Or
Yeah, there's a lot of buildings.
Yeah.
And
well,
a lot of buildings. There's usually 4 or 5 guys on at night.
And what are their
okay.
biggest fears? Just petty vandalism, or they're afraid someone's going to come over and steal the recipe for Vista?
Yeah, actually,
Which,
Please
by the way, I
do.
don't think is very valuable these days.
take it
you
now.
just gotta have someone there at all times to hand out badges to associates who come in early, or
Well, security
employees
more.
who lost their badge and whatever stuff like that.
It's more like
All right,
security
Scrappy-Doo.
than surveillance.
Well, I appreciate you calling again, Scott. Thanks for filling us in.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
All right.
Seems a little tired.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I would be too. 32 screens, the whole 8 hours. Boring.
staring at it, yeah. Well, got to do what you got to do to put food on the table.
It's not the worst job in the world, sitting on your ass staring at TVs for 9 hours.
And
Take
trust
it.
me, he's dozed off from time
Of
to time.
course.
Or I'll sleep now.
Take your chances. If that's the time that, someone breaks in and steals Vista, bad time to doze off.
Yeah. Is that what they're really worried about? The bigger kind of thefts? Or are they worried just about, minor
Yeah,
robbery
Probably-
kind of things? Or
probably minor stuff. I mean, 'cause, it's pretty high security if you've ever been there. You have to have a badge for, every little floor and room you go in.
Right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I see Dump Truck Guy on the phone lines. He's going to give us his Monday morning update as to how his life may have changed yet again over the weekend.
All right.
Well, let me take a break. We'll come back on a Monday morning, 8 days from election 2008, right after these words.
Show.
And now, representing butt rockers worldwide, carrying sod from Tacoma to Everett and every city in between, president of the blue collar workers, even though he wears a tank top, here's Dump Truck Guy.
Go down, man.
Dumpy,
What?
how are you?
Freaking killer.
Oh, he's
How
killing.
are you?
Killer squared.
Andy.
Serious bachelor pad in his house. Him and the sun.
Terry's trying to predict what happened in your house over the past weekend. Was she close? Was it a just blowout kind of let off steam kind of party with you and Bubba at the big estate over the weekend, or what?
No, not at my house, but yeah, in my life.
Was it a happy weekend? Was it a high quality, I'm a single man weekend? Or was it a down and depressing, I can't believe this has all really come down on my shoulders kind of weekend? Which one was more the reality of the situation?
It was happy as goddamn freaking A.
Really?
Happy as freaking what?
Freaking A.
Freaking A.
There you go.
It's freaking ass? Is that what A stands for?
I guess so.
Happy as freaking ass. I'm trying to figure out what the A stands for.
I don't know.
He just likes
Just
to
sounds cool.
It stands for whatever you want it to stand for.
Awesome, to the point of awesome. Anyway, so what made it so spectacular?
Just tore it up, man. Did a little Emerald Queen on Friday night.
So you're kind of starting to slide into this single guy little lifestyle faster than one may have imagined.
Whatever.
No, I'm asking. What do you mean, whatever?
Don't get defensive
You
there.
never know. You never know when it's going to snap at you these
I
days.
know.
I'm not my finger up my ass.
What?
What?
I said I'm not gonna sit in my house with my finger up my ass.
I'm not getting on you. I'm just saying this is good. You shouldn't be sitting at home with your finger up your ass. I can't believe I'm repeating this back to you.
He was just asking about your little social
I'm
activities.
just saying that I'm surprised that you were able to kind of hit the ground running in the single world. I think I'm saying it as a positive.
Don't you suggest I'm having fun. Don't do it.
What do you want?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty... Hey, it's a lot to be said about the fact how you picked yourself up by the bootstraps, considering that, Joanne Millionaires walks out and rocks you to your very foundation after 15 years of marriage, and not only that, but being high school sweethearts, and pretty much all you ever knew in the world was you and her, and all of a sudden you hit the ground running with the single life. I think that's very commendable. Why are you jumping on me?
No, I'm sorry, man. I took it the wrong way. I take it back.
What are you saying about me too, man?
I think it's just very defensive about what court cases and what legal ramifications may be around the corner.
Which, I mean, he is allowed to have a social life regardless. That shouldn't hurt you in any way.
It's not going to negatively affect your case, the fact that you're relatively happy.
Nah, it's cool. That's life, man. So
True.
that's where I'm living it to the fullest extent.
But is this really, it's now up to us to decipher whether this is really the reality, and he's not crying on the inside.
It ain't crying.
It sounds like he's kind of adjusted and has moved a little. I mean, I think
I ain't happy.
I think he's finally trying to move on a little bit and get out there.
He's putting on this exterior happy face of, great weekend, tore it up, couldn't have been better, as good as freaking A. Now the question...
Come down to T-Town, I'll show you how
Oh,
freaking
geez.
Whoa, see?
There's your invitation.
I'm just trying, from a psychologist standpoint, to determine whether this is him through and through, or whether this is just him on the outside, and he's crying like a blubbering baby on the inside.
Oh, whatever. No blubber, no baby.
No blubber, no baby is his response to that, but that shouldn't persuade you, Terry. What are you thinking? You thinking this is really how he's feeling right now? Or is this just a cover-up?
No.
Is he talking himself into this so he doesn't get a little down on himself and what's happened here?
I think he's actually realized that, you know what, I have to move on regardless of the situation.
Yeah, but usually that takes time over 15 years of a marriage and being like forever together linked with Joanne Millionaires, Terry. That may take months and months to realize that, and then ultimately he may get to that place you're talking talking about. But it's just been like 4 weeks.
Well, but remember, he says this has been kind of ongoing, especially the last year or whatever. So maybe through that time, he's just
been able to adjust.
Right.
But some may argue that the way he's kind of made the quick, maybe too quick transition into tearing it up in T-Town, that he may be setting himself up for a crash kind of moment.
I can just tell you, those some are stupid bastards.
What did he say there?
Something about a stupid bitch.
Something about stupid bastards. What about stupid? Yeah.
The some that thinks that are stupid bastards.
Oh, the some that think that are stupid bastards. Well,
I guess then.
It's just more logical to think that you may have to go through a transition period before you go into this I'm tearing up, I'm loving life to the freaking A kind of moment like you are. But Terry pointed out a case why this may be realistic, that you've had time to mentally make this transition before she actually walked out on your ass.
Well, and I think too the fact that that they have come to an agreement where Bubba's living with him, and there's some sort of peace among with the kids and everything like that. That helps a lot.
Now, don't get me wrong, Terry. I want Dump Truck Guy to be as happy as he seems right now.
Sure.
But I don't want him to have himself set up for that crash moment, Terry. So if I can help him avoid that, then I think I'm doing him the job that I should as his friend, Terry.
Okay.
So I want to make
no crash.
No, but
all right, you keep saying that, and that's not gonna make it any more likely that you're not gonna crash than you not saying it, Dumpy. So I don't know why you keep.
Well, I just think that he
Can't avoid it sometimes.
That
though,
he
right?
feels that he has to really convince you because
I said it ain't happening.
Okay,
It ain't happening.
I guess.
because you're a little skeptical.
I'm just trying to figure this out, Terry. Not that I'm not skeptical. I'm very excited about what I hear.
Okay.
I want him to realize that maybe this is the best thing that could have happened, and it happens for a reason, and you got to step away and realize why these things happen.
Right.
But sometimes, as I said, it takes a little time and perspective to realize that this was the best thing that could have happened, and you can't be projecting this, I couldn't be better, when really the wounds are still bleeding inside, Terry.
No.
No wounds.
No
I
bleeding.
done run out of blood. There's no more blood.
So he's just
So
gotten
he
to that
hemorrhaged
point.
so quickly that the healing started quicker.
Right. And I think that since he's been going through all this tumultuous stuff for the last year, 2 years or whatever, he's just he's slowly bled out and
He
it's
bled
done.
out quick.
And he's like, all right, cool, let's move on. He's back in the gym. He's feeling good.
Because we heard him 4 weeks ago, and he sounded filled with frustration and anger and I'll say that word again, frustration, and that was the hemorrhaging, and that allowed for a quicker healing.
Yes.
That's what you're thinking.
That's what I'm thinking.
There you go. That's what I'm thinking, too.
He likes that.
But now, granted, do I think that he's going to run out there every weekend and be, kicking up, Dumpy style? No.
People are already wondering through text messaging as to whether you hooked it up, if your penis is on the mend, since you seem so happy on this Monday morning. Did you hit it hard and more than just partying? Was there anyone who was on the receiving end of your newfound single fun life? You know what I'm saying, Dumpy? Did you have anything going on sexually this weekend?
He, no.
Well, that sounds like
That's the
that
noise
sounds
he was-
like code, Terry.
Yeah,
That sounds like
yeah,
Dumpy's.
yeah.
That sounds like Dumpy's best attempt at talking code to us.
No, I don't
I'm
think
just kidding.
he is not going to do that.
He could have just said no, Terry,
I know he could.
but he said he. No.
Whatever.
I still want to see who out there, what ladies would come to
Oh,
be
dear.
his type, or ask him out if we did the little
You're dying to see.
snatch.com.
Oh
thing.
wow, you're dying to see. Dumpy's gonna have his little quick hit and run sexual moments, but you're dying to see who his first real, true post-marriage, post-Joanne Millionaire's girlfriend is gonna be.
Right.
Wow.
I just want to
That's
see
gonna
what
be a lucky
potential
lady.
out there.
That's gonna be a lucky lady, right, Dumpy?
Indeed.
Is there someone? Just tell me this. An answer. If you're gonna answer one question honestly this morning, I want it to be this one. All right. I want it to be this one. I don't want you to deceive me. I don't want you to dilute the truth. I'm going to ask you a direct question. I want a direct answer, and if you can answer me one question honestly this morning, I want it to be this one.
Did he make out with a gay phone operator in high school?
That's my second question.
Okay.
Whatever.
First question.
Just
No
check.
free fudge.
First, they did go to the same high school, believe
Yeah,
believe it or
they
not,
did.
ladies and
Really?
gentlemen. Yes. They're in the same high school yearbook, graduated the same year. It is a small world, even though I wouldn't want to paint it. Anyway,
He's down the dumps. I'm up high in the sky. So there you go.
Whoa.
he's down in the dumps and you're
Wow.
high. Is that what it's really about? Is it about you really promoting that you are still in a better place than gay phone operator? Because if that's your objective
I'll be
here,
on, dude.
if that's your objective, then I really worry about my scenarios, Terry, and whether the one I was presenting as a possibility is really the reality, that he's still bleeding inside, Terry. He's really focused on proving to the world that he's in a better spot than gay phone operator, who's always been single, and now Dumpy's single, but he's saying he's loving life, and gays never want to hide that he's not happy.
And I'm not on Craigslist.
Not yet. All right.
No, never.
My question was going to be, the one I wanted answered honestly. Is there somebody, even though she may not be anywhere close to a girlfriend yet, is there someone that you have on your dump truck guy radar right now as to who the first post-marriage
Yeah, that sounds healthy.
girlfriend may be? Is there someone in your mind that you may be thinking about pursuing, may have already started the process of pursuing? Is there anyone out there that you're aware of that you have, you're keeping tabs on? Maybe you've made some small moves, some big moves, no moves yet, but someone who's on your lock and loaded radar as to who the first post 15 years of marriage dump truck guy girlfriend is going to be.
I know.
No.
I asked you very seriously to consider answering one question honestly this morning, and I wanted it to be this one. Are you giving me an honest answer? Maybe you need time to think about this. Let me give you some time.
Okay, go.
He's thinking about it. You hear
Thinking music.
that sigh was
Yes.
him having the wheels turn in the dump truck guy mind.
I got fired up a camel wide. Franklin.
Camel wide is his inspiration for thought.
Or his girlfriend's nickname. Camel
Someone
Wide.
stole your nickname, Terry.
Still smoking the Camel Wides. They make those?
Freshness.
No, they don't make them anymore. He produces them in his basement.
The freshness.
Gross.
Heat.
Dumpy, you've had time now to consider my question one more time. And again, take into consideration, I think I'm not asking the world of you, after all we've been through together as friends and through this program, to answer one question for me honestly this morning. Is there anyone, even if she's remotely somewhere on the dump truck guy radar, as to who the first girlfriend's going to be post Joanne Millionaire's? Is she on your radar in any formation whatsoever, yes or no?
No.
Come on.
I think I don't know if he's answering me honestly. He's sounding kind of giddy. He's sounding kind of giddy.
Right.
Forget girlfriend. How about just like first date or first hookup or...
Dump truck guy's not a dater. Is he a dater?
He's a.
Well,
In this place, lovely. I've always wondered what Applebee's look like from the inside.
Yeah, I don't mean suit and tie. It's
Right.
canless. I'm talking about just someone he hooks up with.
Canless. I had him at Applebee's wearing his formal bowling shirt. Anyway,
He sucks, by the way.
do you ever bowl, Dumpy, or no?
Bowl?
Yeah, you a bowler or no?
I've been bowling, but
You're not-
I get no.
No.
My thumb always gets stuck in the ball.
What do you do for
Oh.
What do you do for winter fun?
For winter fun,
Yeah.
drink alcohol,
That's right.
smoke a lot of cigarettes, and stay warm.
Go buy cigarettes. It's so fun.
Camel Wides and Cuervo. And Bud Lights. And Bud Lights?
Yeah.
Mm.
Gotta have something to shoot or chase with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like hardcore, just sit there and suck down a fifth with stuff.
And that's your winter fun.
It's like on a fifth with Bud Lights. Not hardcore.
So what made the weekend so great?
Just like I went to the casino on Friday, had dual Halloween parties on Saturday.
Wait,
Wow.
you just came back from Las Vegas, and the Emerald Queen's going to do anything for you?
But whoa.
Hooked. He loves the craps, man.
Whoa.
And on top of that, you can smoke in there.
So you're getting into craps right now.
I forgot about that.
A little bit, yeah.
Wait, you could smoke in the
Yeah,
like
it's a res.
tribal
Yeah.
casinos?
Yeah, that's the best part of it.
Really?
Yeah.
freaking A, man.
Because the state law is, I know they have their own governance
They do.
and everything,
And that's, yeah.
but I thought most of the casinos decided that they were going to, even though they could make their own laws, they were going to go along with the laws of the state.
Ain't happening.
Come on in, gamble, and burn away.
That's probably a smart move.
Yeah, they have non-smoking areas.
From a
but-
business perspective.
Yeah, it's the only place in the state you can smoke inside. It's great.
Question.
You have a question? Terry's been raising her hand.
Talking
for
about
half hour.
smoking cigarettes, Terry.
You
Back
can
off.
Go in there and not even smoke and still smoke.
People what?
Smoking.
What was
Go
that?
in there, you can go in there and not light a cigarette and still feel like you had a cigarette.
Yeah.
Right. No kidding.
True.
Yes.
I have a quick
It's like
question.
a contact high after all those years of being away from the smokers.
There you go.
Regarding the whole Vegas and then going to the casino and all that. Now I remember
Yeah.
when you were when you came home from Vegas, you drank so much and all that stuff. You said you were on, you weren't going to drink anymore.
That's right.
Cleaning it up.
Yeah.
La, la, la,
He's
la,
not being
la.
very consistent with
No.
what he's saying and what he's actually doing.
Yeah.
So your question to
my
this-
question is,
Where did all that go?
Yeah, what happened to that?
When you came back, Terry's right. I almost forgot about that. I love
were a
talking
whole
like
new man.
I love talking like you when you're on the phone.
I got an answer, guys.
When you came back from Vegas, you did have this whole little platform you were throwing out there of I'm a changed man, I'm gonna live a cleaner life,
Right.
blah blah blah. Now you're running to the only public place you can smoke in the state.
Yeah, I pretty much cut down during the week.
Oh, so the weekends are your
weekday.
exceptions.
I was in that mode during the week. I was getting tore up every night.
Oh.
So
And you
during the week, it's all apple pie. Go to the gym. Couple Bud Lights. No Cuervo.
No
Weekend,
Cuervo.
freaking hands down. Let the games begin.
This is a great little health plan for everyone to follow out there.
I think so.
Yes. Dumpy, when he came home from Vegas and he made that statement, it was just a weekday statement, Terry.
Oh.
The weekends are for really tearing it up, but he's cleaned it up on the weekdays. He
I never
was.
felt better. Never looked better.
Wow.
Burn it all.
Wow.
Now let's focus in on this never looked better. Because
Okay, we did a T-Man pulls down and the T-Man
Uh-oh.
comes out.
Because you
Don't
are.
think I am the T-Man. Bring it on, baby.
Oh, jeez. Because
He wants it with you.
you are a man in your late 30s now.
It's all good.
And,
Late 30s in a body with the late 20s.
oh, jeez.
Wow.
You are a man in your late 30s now, even if you have a body of the late 20s.
Face of late
I
40s.
do.
And you are a man who's had a tanning bed in your house
I do.
for the past 10 years.
I do.
Now and you have smoked cigarettes at a rapid pace for the past over 2 decades.
I have.
That would not be the best recipe for looking at your best in your late 30s. Wouldn't you?
Okay,
Wouldn't
well-
you agree with that, or what?
It sounds good, but it's not the reality.
Wow. So a man who has tanned himself every day, twice a day, 6 times a day,
Right.
because he has a tanning bed in his house. Who has a tanning bed in their house, Terry? Maybe you have a...
Dumpy.
Dumpy is one of the only ones I know. Maybe, actually,
The
now that
only
I think
one.
about it, the only person I know who's got a tanning bed in his house.
Yeah. Me too.
And yet, he wants us to believe he has never looked better in his life than at
I'm going to
this
have to come down there, dude.
very second right now.
Right. Well, we've seen him when he's gotten, huge before when he concentrates and really gets into it. So the potential is very much there.
So you're
For some
saying
reason-
it's...
for
it's
some
not
reason,
out of the-
my metabolism. I could lift weights for like 2 weeks and get right back where I was.
You're saying it's the gym factor that's helped him look his best. But, Terry, you got to realize, this is 2008. The gym look is really the dump truck guy gym
Well-
look of him being all like
Well, I don't look like it takes steroids.
big
Yeah,
guns. He's
but-
not really in right now.
Well, I think there's a nice happy medium of where you don't look too, steroided out
The
and
mullet ain't in either, but I'm freaking working it, so there you go.
whoa, he's working.
Good solid point.
That
Does he
is
really
a
care
good
about what's
point.
in?
Really?
The mullet?
I don't give a crap. If you don't like it, don't freaking look at me.
That is a hell of a policy.
I've been with him before.
There you go.
People were staring at him, and he asked him, "What are you
But it's
looking
funny,
at? Stop
everyone
looking at me."
goes, That's all everybody does is freaking stare at me.
Yeah.
And he's not shy, and
No.
when
I
someone
don't care.
is looking at him a little too long and doesn't
I'm
seem...
used to it. Bring it on.
You've been with him
Oh, yeah.
when he's like screamed right at people that were staring at him too long?
Oh yeah, right in the convenience store. What? What are you looking at?
There you go.
Wow.
Suck my ass.
Oh,
man.
jeez. All right. Suck my ass may be a little strong for this part of the morning. But anyway, Dumpy, I'm glad to hear that you're in good spirits, as you say you are. This is what I'm rooting for. You know that.
Indeed.
And, hey, Dump Truck Guy is everyone feeling maybe a little fresh breeze coming in with the election 8 days away. Dump truck guy, no exception with what's going on in his world. Now, who does dump truck guy endorse?
Oh, wow.
For Election Day 2008.
Everybody take
Are you ready for this one?
I am dying to know.
The T-Man.
Oh, yes.
He's writing you in.
I'm not running. I'm not one of these radio hacks. It's going to go, write me in. So, seriously.
I should give a crap either way, man. I think they're all freaking hacks. They're all losers. They're all scammers. Whatever, man. I think we're just all doomed.
They're not as honest and consistent and true to themselves as keeping the mullet for
it's so stupid, man.
20 years.
We're all
They're all
doomed.
stupid.
We're all doomed.
Stupid.
We're all
They're
headed
all
to...
going to screw us one way or the other, so there you go.
We're all headed to hell in a handbasket no matter how you slice it.
Right.
That's
Everybody
what
will
I
get
feel,
taxed
so.
no matter
Election
what.
day, I'll be in my house sipping on beer.
Okay. Well, Ashley wants to talk to you for a second because she has a tanning bed in her house.
All right.
I asked if anyone out there has one, and who knows? Maybe this is two soulmates that never realized they needed to meet each other in the world. Ashley, are you there?
I'm there.
What's going on? How old are you, Ashley?
I'm 18.
Oh, jeez. Maybe not exactly dump truck guy soulmate, but who knows? He's getting a little giddy here.
Yeah, listen to him. He can't contain himself.
When did you turn 18, Ashley?
May.
You turned 18 in May.
May what?
Like
14th.
May what?
14th.
Why, is your birthday in May, Dumpy?
Indeed.
What is your birthday?
May 11th.
Wow.
Mother's Day.
May 11th and May 18th. They were born a week apart, but double in age. Anyway, Ashley, who was the person who made the ultimate decision for you to have a tanning bed in your home? Was it, I mean, I'm assuming it wasn't you. Was one of your parents, someone you live with? What's the deal?
Yeah, I still live with my parents. My dad got it for my mom for their anniversary.
Wow. Now that is a romantic gift.
Very.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sick of looking at your white ass. Here's an anniversary gift to do something about that.
Your skin will look like burlap in 10 years.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, honey. Some husbands only give roses or just a card, candy, but you gave the gift that keeps on giving.
And that's the thing. I got a tan bed in my house, and my ass is still white.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't happening.
You don't
tan enough.
What's that?
You don't tan enough.
I don't tan it because it's never seen sun, and I'm not gonna burn it.
He wears shorts in there.
Wait, why do you wear shorts in there? I used to tan in college.
Really? Tanning bed.
In college, I tanned like crazy, and I quickly adapted to really getting dark.
Mm-hmm.
It was I was getting addicted. I'm amazed I was able to get myself out of that loop.
I've had tanorexia.
Because there's like some kind of ingredient that goes along with tanning that is very addictive.
Just can't do it, man. If you got a burn butt, what are you gonna do? I sit down for 8 hours a day.
Ashley, when you listen to Dump Truck Guy, what words come to mind? When you hear a man talking the way he's talking, when you hear about all the trials and tribulations of his life, his wife just picked up and left him about 4 weeks ago, and he's newly single, kind of almost, you could make a case, fish out of waterish, but certainly seeming like he's adjusting faster than anyone, at least I expected, let me put it that way. What is your take on this? What kind of thoughts come to your mind when you hear all this?
Sympathy?
Yeah, with Dumpy, yes.
That's not a good one.
First thoughts were laughter.
Why'd you laughing?
I don't know why. Dumpy wants to know why you're laughing, Ashley.
I don't know. It seems kind of pathetic.
Oh, jeez.
Not very funny.
Dumpy, you didn't hear that?
No, what you said?
Maybe it's better we left
She
it.
said you sound really hot.
It's the way that you're coming off.
She says you sound really hot.
I didn't still hear it.
I
didn't hear what you said.
She said you sound really attractive, and if you were 1 year younger, she would go for you in a heartbeat.
What happened?
Why are you thinking this, Ashley? Why? I mean, the man, he didn't ask for this. He wanted to keep his home the way it was, you know, with his old lady and his kids, and she...
Well, it's probably the way that you made him sound.
What did I do?
What?
What have I said?
Just the way you've described him.
Well, I mean, he describes himself. I don't really describe him.
Well, you do a little bit. Well, I don't really know anything about him except for what you say.
Well, I don't really say much.
What?
I don't know if you just recently tuned into the program, but I don't say much on the show. So he pretty much speaks for himself.
Okay.
Okay. What are you into, Ashley? I mean, the #1 movie of the weekend was High School Musical. Are you into
Yeah,
the
High
Zac
School
Efron
Musical
thing or what?
The The what?
Is this the first year they put it? This first year they put it in the theaters, right? I mean, it's always been free.
Yes,
It's always been
because
free.
it's always been on Disney Channel.
Now they're really trying to suck the turnip dry, aren't they?
Certainly are.
40 million.
They threw it in the theaters. They got 40 mil out of people, and they used to get this High School Musical deal free.
Yep.
Did you go see High School Musical, or are you pretty much done with that?
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it. You gonna see it? Are you interested in seeing it or no?
No, I'm not really planning to.
You kind of outgrown the High School Musical thing, or what?
I don't know. It never really interested me.
Never interested you.
Nope.
Even when High School Musical 1 was all the thing, you weren't. That wasn't your.
I don't know. I just saw that one like a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
So.
and it didn't do anything for you.
Thanks.
What are you into?
Well, nothing right now.
All right.
I don't really do
I
much.
like girls that are into nothing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
That's
that's so easy to figure out, What is your girl?
Exciting.
Not hard to figure out your woman when she's into nothing.
Yeah.
Or it's impossible to figure her out.
I mean, Ashley, you got to be into something. No? Maybe not. You're not into anything? There's nothing that is exciting you? There's nothing that gets you, fired up over the past few months or whatever? You're into nothing.
I like to shop.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
But no one's got any money for shopping anymore, so
No, I know.
so we're back to nothing again.
Yep, probably.
Uh-huh. You got a boyfriend? What's the story?
I do have a boyfriend.
You have a boyfriend.
Yes.
What is he like? Is he just
He's
like
great.
Dumpy? Oh.
Nope.
He's great?
He's a fag.
Oh,
Wow, Dumpy.
what makes him great? And I'm assuming he's not what Dumpy said he is.
I didn't hear what Dumpy said he
Dumpy
was.
said he's a fag. Which is an unfortunate slur that we'd like to keep off this program.
I apologize.
Okay, no need.
Just
Anyway,
out of my tongue.
hey, anything's fair game on the show, and no one's offended. Everyone's offended. Whatever the case may be, I can't help it. Anyway, what makes your boyfriend great? I'm dying to know, and I'm assuming somebody else out there may be too.
I don't know. He's just a really sweet guy.
He's really sweet to you.
He is sweet.
What has he done recently to you, for you, as a boyfriend, that made you take a moment and say, what a sweet boyfriend I have?
Well, he's over in Eastern Washington right now, so.
He didn't smack me in the head extra hard.
Wow.
Whoa. No, wow, can't a boyfriend be so sweet when he's not by you, when he's not around you?
What is he
Well,
doing in
he's
East?
with some other bitch.
What did he say?
He's probably with some other.
He's with some other woman, is what you're trying to
Yeah.
say? No, I'm asking you a pretty direct question. I just need one medium-sized example, and all you're giving me is he's not around? Is that his best quality, that he's not around, Ashley?
when we're together, he's.
All right, well, think about when you were together. What was the last thing he did to you when you were together that made you, and can convince me, made you feel, wow, I got a boyfriend who's really sweet to me? I mean, you're the one who said he's sweet to me. Now give me an example. I'm not even asking for a big example. A medium-sized example of what he's done last you two guys were together that made you realize what a sweet guy he was. You can think of nothing, can't you? You got nothing.
Off my head.
Nothing on the top of your head.
Wow, really?
That's really sweet.
Man, they're making girls cooler and cooler, aren't they? She's convinced her boyfriend's sweet. He's done nothing for her. She's interested in nothing. It's a beautiful world.
Everything's all about nothing.
Ashley, you can't give me one How long you two guys been together?
2 years.
2 years. And there's nothing
well,
that...
I have examples. I mean.
Well, that's what I'm asking for. Give me one example.
Okay, he's taking me out to dinner for our anniversary.
Olive Garden doesn't count.
Roses.
All the breadsticks you can eat, baby.
Where I wanted.
It sounds so derogatory.
I'm not trying to sound derogatory. I'm trying to sound positive. I'm asking you for one
You're doing
example.
a shitty job.
He's what?
You're doing a horrible job.
He said his S word on the air.
I think
How?
so.
I'm not doing anything. You're the one here. She says I'm doing an SE. She said the
I
S
know,
word,
I
Terry.
know, gotcha.
I'm doing a crappy job. I'm not doing anything.
You're asking a question and she's not
I'm
responding.
filled with hope here, trying to find out what a sweet boyfriend does. I'm looking for one example. She's blanking on me.
Well, she's giving you
And she-
dinner and roses.
And then she's blaming me.
I think you need to move to Eastern Washington.
I think she may be realizing when she speaks out loud that, wow, he really isn't
No.
doing anything out of
All right,
the
let's
ordinary.
She did bring up the example of dinner. Let's talk
Dinner
about
and
the night he took you to dinner. Where did he take you? Where did he take you, and why was that such a good night?
It was our 2-year anniversary.
Where did he take you? Frozen food section, QFC, Swanson dinner?
Took me to Pellegrino's.
Took you to Pellegrinos? Pellegrinos?
Pellegrinos, yeah.
Pellegrinos. I'm not familiar with it. But anyway, and you were very much moved by the night? He was planning it?
What?
He was... You what?
I was moved.
You were.
Yeah.
And what was the
Got me-
conversation? What was the
Got me
conversation?
flowers.
He bought you flowers. Wow.
They both had a movement.
And what was the conversation like at dinner?
It
How much he loves you? How much you mean to him? Stuff like that, or just more general talk?
was just more general talk.
Okay, tell me about the
We
general.
don't really spend the whole dinner. saying,
Complimenting and lovey-dovey stuff.
Yeah, it gets kind of boring.
Now, because he bought you that special dinner with flowers, did that mean you were required to give up some semblance of the ass on that particular night? Did you give up all of it, part of it, some of it, none of it? What was the situation at the end of the evening there? Because sometimes when a woman is, smattered with all kinds of knockdown, drag out, he pulled out all the stops kind of evening, they feel required on some level, whether this is fair or not fair, they feel required to give up the ass. Did you feel like you needed to, return the favor by showing him appreciation by giving up the ass that night, or no?
Well, I don't know. There was ass giving, but it wasn't required.
You didn't feel like it was a requirement, but you gave up the ass nonetheless.
Yes.
You gave
What
up.
a lucky guy.
So he was able to go the whole route with you that night, or what? I mean, he brought you the full ruckus that night, or what?
Well, that's personal.
That's personal. Well, I mean, now it's personal between you, your boyfriend, and all of us, since we're on the subject.
And the 1,000 people. I don't know. Yes, I guess.
Yes, I guess. She's not sure.
I don't know. I'm not going to describe it.
I'm not asking you for a description. I'm just asking you overall. Did you have relations of a full lovemaking nature?
Yes.
On that night, you did.
Brag.
And didn't he know that would be the end result? Do you think, the question now is,
Am I going where you're going or what?
do you think,
Negative.
I'll figure out when I get to the yard.
do you think he would have pulled out all the stops that he pulled, Terry, with the
Right.
flowers
And the dinner.
and Pellegrinos, if he didn't think at the end of the night he was going to get full reign to her 18-year-old birthday loving ass, Terry, on that night?
I think it was all part of the anniversary. It was just kind of a natural thing. It's not like
So it wasn't a requirement. It wasn't
a requirement, but I think
he was. If he would have known at the end of the night that he wasn't gonna, she was gonna be like, I'm not in the mood tonight.
Right.
He would have still done everything he
yes. Yes. I don't think that. I think that they've been together long enough to know each other.
Thank you.
did.
And
Do you believe that, Ashley? Do you believe that? Let's say you would have pulled like a little wild card, and you would have been like, at the end of this unbelievable night where he took you to Pellegrinos, he bought you flowers, wined you, dined you. If you would have said at the end of the night, yeah, I just want to end it here. I got a headache. You think he would have? If he would have known that was going to be the way it would have ended up, you think he would have still done all he did for you that night?
Yes.
Liar.
See, there's an example of him being sweet.
See, and a gentleman and being respectful, right?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I gotta get out of here, dude.
He's got to go.
All right, Dubby.
You have a good day.
You take care.
Good day, lad.
There he goes.
You guys start talking.
Ashley,
Yes.
thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Not just me, but your sweet boyfriend. Who has taken all that he's gotten from her and run off to Eastern Washington.
Let's go to school.
For school. And you have this kind of agreement that you guys are going to be faithful to each other while he's away at school and you're waiting for him at home?
Yes.
Yes. They're still as naive as they used to be when their boyfriends go off to college, aren't they, Terry?
Love it.
As much as things change in this world, some things remain the same. You really think that your boyfriend, who is off doing the collegiate thing, Eastern Washington, is going to keep his promise? I will turn them all away, even if they come at me in droves, baby, because I have you waiting for me at home. You really think that your boyfriend, as sweet as you claim he is that sweet?
Yes.
Thank you for the call, Ashley.
You're welcome.
Take care.
Be gone, hot
Bye.
girl. I have a girlfriend at home. You must leave my room now. Take you and your double Ds.
I will beat him away with a stick if I have to, Ashley. Because I'll be true to you, I promise. I promise.
I'll be beating him with a stick, all right.
There is that small chance that, he could.
Terry, it's never happened before.
That's not true. There's always that possibility.
Well, the possibility lies in the only scenario by which he could actually accomplish this possibility you talk about is if no girls on campus want him. If he's got any kind of thing going on there, wherever he may be right now in Eastern Washington, Terry, she's got no hope. Now, she accused me of being a downer as far as my take on this. I'm sorry. In this case, I have to be a realist. If he's got all these college girls on Eastern Washington, whatever campus, I didn't ask her what school.
Doesn't matter what school you're at.
Doesn't matter.
There's drunk, easy girls on every campus.
All right?
Except for BYU.
And you think he's just going to shoo them away left and right? No, I got a girlfriend. As a matter of fact, I better call her right now. Please! Some things will not change.
People hook up in college by accident. You don't even try.
You don't even realize that it happened. Ladies and gentlemen, we're a little late to pay your bills.
Ooh, that's right.
You want me to be an optimist, Terry? Here's something I can definitely do as far as making everything happy and sweet, and I can be a sweet boyfriend to you all right now.
Oh, great.
Does this mean I can order dessert?
You guys are...
Oh, wait, let me check the bill. How about half a dessert?
Okay, good.
Oh, wait, look at your thighs. That's not possible. Anyway.
Did you forget your wallet?
You want it back?
I knew it.
Take 2 more Cokes. Anyway, 1-866-663-T-Man. T-Man, pay your bills right after these words.
The T-Man Show.
Good for him.
Oh, yes. Why are you jealous? You could be with the same girls. They don't look that great. Hotshot's looking at pictures of Bono that just were released over the past day or two.
Okay.
He was in a hot tub with like a couple of 18-year-old girls. 19? How old are they?
19.
They look like they're 13.
Oh, wow.
They look young.
But he's Bono. What do you expect? He's saving the planet. You don't think the 19-year-old girls who are as into the planet as he is are going to be thankful and want to give up the ass?
No, I don't. They don't even know who Bono is.
They're not into the Bono U2 world.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the 19-year-olds could care less about U2. But he
Bono's
goes
50.
He goes deeper than that. Oh,
yeah.
He's the save the planet guy.
He is.
By driving his private jet to islands.
Listen.
Well, don't take that
There's
into
one celebrity you can't knock for being consistent on his save the planet kind of salvation situation.
I know he does a lot.
It's Bono.
He's a great humanitarian.
He got the Gap to go with the whole red thing, and I mean he's been doing it for years.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 19-year-olds could care less about you too, but he transcends that.
No one
Don't you
cares.
understand?
No one cares less about the environment than 19-year-old girls.
No, I think 19-year-old girls love the cause.
They love a sale at Nordstrom.
You'd be surprised.
I think
They don't
more
care
so
about the
than ever,
world.
yeah. The whole let's go green is...
You could love a sale at Nordstrom and still want to save the planet.
Oh, I know. My wife does.
All right.
I bet she does.
Now, speaking of saving the planet,
And I love their boxers.
we're saving it one person at a
And
time.
T-shirts.
Oh, yeah. The undershirts are the
Because the following name was pulled, the following bill was yanked from the hopper this morning, Terry. The following person has a half hour to call in. We'll give you till 8:30. I'll give you plenty of time. I'll give you 50 minutes. That's 20, a bonus, a minutes to call in at 1-866-663-T-Man, just because I'm a roundup kind of guy, you know what I'm saying, Terry? So you have till 8:30 to call in and claim your money. And I'm speaking to Desiree Zollner, who has a Comcast bill of $450.59. Terry, Comcast bills are very popular in our bin here. Comcast bills apparently are unable to be paid by the people out there, or maybe not unable to be paid, but why should you pay any bill, as I've said over and over again, when you can send it to me?
I think it's a bill people hate paying. It's like, TV should be free.
TV should be...
Internet should be free.
Not $450.59, that's for sure.
What?
How much again?
How many movies?
Yeah, no kidding. How many PPVs?
Desiree Zollner has $450.59 worth of charges.
Whoa.
All right, she did not pay her balance last month. She did not pay. She's got $55.95 in high-speed internet charges.
Mm-hmm. Pretty standard.
She's got, well, this is just for the month. She's got $89.40 in cable bill charges.
Okay. We're at $140.
Well, that's just for this month.
And then she took a pass on the month before?
You took a pass on the
month before? A few months before.
She's taken a pass on everything since June of 08.
I can't find my checkbook again. I'm going to pass.
Mm-hmm. So Desiree Zollner, if you're listening right now in Apartment L, because that apparently is where you hang out, where all these charges are being sent, we are going to pay every last cent of the $450.59 if you call back before 8:30. That's the deal. It's a good deal. Take it or leave it. I think you're going to take it if you can get through. Okay. 1-866-663-T-MAN is the number for Desiree to call in and be today's morning's bill winner. Now, Terry, what are you working on over there in the Terry Free newsroom?
Well, Jennifer Hudson news on her mother and brother. I don't know if you heard about it over the weekend, but it's
ridiculous.
A huge news story.
Well, I mean, it's just a horrifying tragedy for a woman who's been the primest example of the greatest fantasies come true. This nightmare is 50 times as tragic as any fantasy life that she was living. I mean, I would have to assume that is at least trying to be somewhat put in perspective as to what happened here. I mean, yeah, she is like the greatest story that the Hollywood world has seen in who knows how long, come out of nowhere, win an Oscar, blow away all the talented actors that were on the same screen in a high-profile, big-budget movie that you were in, take the world by storm, springboard yourself into greatness. And if you've seen her body, not easy to springboard. And
but she still looks great.
Then to have all of a sudden this kind of tragedy.
Yes.
Which makes everything else just pale in comparison, and that is an understatement.
Oh, I know.
Her mother, her brother dead.
Her mother and brother were shot to death, found in their home.
This was all done by someone in her own family.
Well, they have in custody her ex-brother-in-law or estranged brother-in-law.
Oh, great. So
they're thinking it's not only just a domestic violence situation, but it's also over a car.
Oh,
And
car. Well, now it makes sense. I get
stuff.
it now. Yeah.
I mean, there's just
all these dead bodies over a car. I get it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but it stems
now
from domestic.
I understand now. It was over a car.
Well, yeah.
Gotta kill everyone over a car.
We've all done it.
Yeah. Apparently,
we all kill people over cars.
He was, his name is William Balfour, and he was married to Jennifer's sister, Julia,
Great.
who is the mother of the nephew who was kidnapped.
Jennifer takes your family and rockets them into the stratosphere, and you have to marry poorly, and now look what's happened to your family.
Right.
Wonderful. Good sister. Nicely done.
I know, sound right. Whatever.
Is the sister is one of the ones that died?
No, it was the mother and brother.
Of course, she gets to live.
Right.
So
they have the guy who's done all this in custody,
well,
or what?
He hasn't been charged officially, but they think he is connected in some way.
Does it get any sadder than this, or what?
Well, it actually does, because just recently, although they haven't confirmed
that was a rhetorical question.
I know, but
you're answering my question. It does get sadder than this.
They possibly have found the body of the 7-year-old nephew.
The nephew that was missing.
Yes.
They found the body. This is the latest news that has come across your wires.
Yes, it hasn't been confirmed.
So now it's the mother of Jennifer Hudson, the brother of Jennifer Hudson, and the nephew of Jennifer Hudson.
Which is
all dead.
Yes. And like I said, they haven't confirmed that it is.
All right, next time when I say, does it get any sadder than this? You don't have to answer.
Okay.
But I guess you could take it literally, and you had new information that makes it even sadder. Wow.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
So.
That's so sick.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Was there a motive? I mean, like, besides the car thing? Like,
Went crazy over.
But why the mom and the brother?
Well,
why,
apparently the
typically
mom.
he would go after his ex-wife, you know.
Maybe he wanted to.
The mom.
Maybe she was stopping them. Maybe he came to the house to try to kill the sister, and they were the ones that were there. And well, you tell us.
Well, they said one of the victims had defensive wounds, so there was a fight before.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they're trying to protect her from him, and they wound up getting it. What do you got?
Well, they were saying that a while back that he was kicked out of Jennifer Hudson's mother's home because he was living there with the sister and the child and so on and so forth. And then, of course, the car thing and just an ongoing volatile relationship, basically. And
that couldn't end any worse. Now, I asked you, do they have him in custody or is he
they
still
have
out
him
there?
in custody. They have not charged him, though. They're
What's stopping
questioning
him?
it. Well, they have to connect all the dots and confirm that, yes, he is.
He's the guy.
Right.
They don't want to rush.
He's violated his parole. That's why they're holding him right now.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So they have something to hold them on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They pretty much absolutely are clear that it was him. They just want to make sure they go through all the legal things that they need to do to make him not get off on some technicality.
Correct.
It'd be kind of a big coincidence if it wasn't him. The odds of that don't sound very good.
No.
Violating his parole.
And I'm sure there were a bunch of witnesses and stuff. I mean, it didn't seem like he was doing this in a very undercover kind of way. He just went into a rage and just started killing people. Right?
Well,
he's not the master of covering it up.
Right. They're saying, though, that
this wasn't some scheme. This wasn't some I'll do it when everyone's asleep kind of thing. He just went over, got angry, and started killing people, right? I mean, that's how I take this all.
Well, and a family member went to Jennifer Hudson's mother's home, and that's where they found her body. And then when they kept going through the house, they found the brother's body, and they realized that.
So they really don't maybe have witnesses then.
Right. They don't.
Or do they?
They're not saying. They do have several people in custody that they're questioning.
Because a lot of times relationships go bad, and you have bad blood, and you go over looking for either the right to see a child or get a car that you feel is rightfully yours, and tempers can flare and things can get really out of whack.
Right.
You hope it doesn't get to this kind of level, but everyone who's had a relationship go bad has had frustrated, filled moments.
Sure.
So on some level, as ridiculous as the story is, you can understand maybe the passion and the frustration and the anger involved here. But you never expect to get to this kind of story level.
Right.
I mean, this is absurd. Poor Jennifer Hudson lost her mom.
Yes.
She lost her brother.
Now, possibly.
And now her sister's son.
Yeah.
Her nephew.
Now, is the nephew the child of the man who did all these killings?
No, he's not the biological child, no.
All right.
So, yeah.
Well, who's the nephew then? Whose child is it?
It's the
son-
sister who is married
Julia's.
to. It's Julia's
Yeah.
son.
Okay, but it's not his
He
child.
is not his.
Greg King is the dad's name.
Yes.
Some other guy.
Different person.
Wow.
Yep. So.
Well, what else do you say about the story?
Just when you try to come up in this world, your family brings you down. There you go. Thanks, sis, for bringing this pile into our lives.
I mean, they did have everything going pretty well in that family.
I would say yes.
And the sister had to choose a guy that was so ridiculous, or what?
Yeah, he would serve time in prison for attempted
7
murder and
years.
carjacking. So
Long
yeah,
time.
kind of has a little bit of a record there.
If it's not him, it'd be very surprising.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
You couldn't have chose a guy to fall in love with that just maybe drank a little?
Yeah, right. Give you a couple beatings once in a while. Wouldn't you take that right
Well,
about
I
now?
think-
in the face
Yeah.
as opposed to the volatility guy that she chose here,
How
or
about
what?
coke habit, and you had to mortgage the house. Or something, you know, whatever.
Things were going too well, or what?
Take anyone over this guy.
I'm sure she was saying that too.
Now, when Jennifer Hudson thinks about all this, she's going to wonder, if I didn't have all the success, would it have happened in the same way this all happened? Do I have my success to blame for why this all happened? Now, it could very easily be said that, hey, the sister would have still married the same guy, still would have the same kind of violent nature, blah, blah, blah. But maybe this guy who was jilted by the family of Jennifer Hudson is thinking, oh, they're living large right now on the fat of Jennifer Hudson, and that just increased his anger, and that's what led him to get as violent as he did and gone on this killing spree. So when Jennifer Hudson, in her sad, sorrow-filled, and poor baby out there, Terry, I'm not joking about this, she's going to have some real tough times now.
Yes.
When she thinks about this, she's going to wonder, do I have my success to somewhat blame for why all this happened?
I don't necessarily believe that the success is actually the blame. Yes, I think her success, has just made the story more,
prominent. Yeah, it wouldn't have been a story. We would not be reading about it if it wasn't for Jennifer Hudson's success. I understand that part of it.
I think that her sister just married the wrong guy, period, and it would have happened regardless.
But if I'm putting myself in the wrong guy's shoes, and I'm the jilted guy who gets tossed out by the family, I'm like, oh, they think they're all hotshots now because Jennifer's the big star that she is, and they can just treat me like crap. Well, I'll show them. There could be that element to it, which makes Jennifer Hudson think, man, if I didn't have all this greatness happen to me, I'd still have my mom and my brother, and that would be really sad for her to have to live with.
Yeah, that would be.
Man, what a story.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to happier things. Okay. 1-866-663-T-Man. If you have any thoughts on this or anything, I told you all week long, if at any point you want to call in about the election, you want to call in with any thoughts about in the final week as it pertains to Barack Obama or John McCain, it's the most important election of our lives. They tell us that every time an election comes around, and every time they say it, it is the truth. I said that 3 times now.
Yes.
For me, it wasn't really the truth in like 72. Really? The most important election.
72 is Nixon.
So, I guess it was pretty
Yeah, back then, yes.
You picked 76. Really important.
You picked the wrong example.
All right, when Chester A. Arthur in 1912, I mean, really? Come on.
Guy named Chester, you don't think it's a big deal?
Okay, I guess it was.
1-866-663-T-Man. Back after these words.
The T-Man Show.
Hey, yo, Brittany.
I know there's so many choices.
Oh, jeez. Brittany.
Hello?
What's up, Brittany?
Hey.
What are you doing?
At work.
Oh, yeah, I heard you talking to people. What are you talking about?
So many choices.
I'm talking to my coworker because she's looking at the High School Musical 3 soundtrack case.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't she envy you for being in possession of that, huh?
Yeah, I told her she could put it on her iTunes for her kids.
Oh, wow. You are just a fountain of unbelievable levels of information for her. What did you call about? You saw High School Musical over the weekend?
I saw it Friday. I ditched work early, and I saw it at 2:30, and then I saw it last night again. And
You've seen it twice, Tari.
Ever.
See, she has that voice like she thinks and acts and assumes the role of like a 14 or 15-year-old. But how old are you really there, Brittany?
24.
24!
A name like Brittany, you don't think she liked High School Musical? Brittany.
And she's seen High School Musical twice, Terry. She loves playing the role of a 16-year-old, 15-year-old girl.
Me too. Oh, whoops.
And you loved every second of the movie, is that right?
Yep, and I'm probably going to go see it again.
Oh, well, what should stop you now? Terry, was the highest grossing movie of the weekend by far?
It was.
They sucked $45 million out of people that normally were accustomed to being able to see this show for free.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. See, it can't be that bad an economic downturn we're dealing with if there wasn't an outrage that the first 2 were free, no problem, no fuss, no muss. Now they're making you shell out $10, $4 for red vines.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
And no one's complaining.
I know.
And Brittany went and saw it twice.
Yep.
And you loved it.
I did.
And now you're making...
my son to the High School Musical on Ice in November, too.
And now you're bugging every coworker about how much you loved it. And it's either them be rude to you or pretend like they're just as enthusiastic as you are in the office place this morning because they really feel like you're weird and don't want to tell you. So they're going along with it this morning. Yes. They really probably aren't as enthused and excited in your office as you are about High School Musical 3. So you may want to tone it down a little bit, all right?
Oh, I don't need to tone it down. Everybody knows, and you can even ask Vicky. Vicky's just as excited.
Mm-hmm. Vicky's just as excited.
Oh, I can
out
tell.
on Vicky's, by the
Vicky
way.
would like to put your head in a vice right now if she really could have it her way.
Right.
Stand on the handle.
All right? Have your eyeballs pop out if she could really get away with it. But
He isn't sounding too hyped up there.
she has to work with you, so you got to do what you got to do when you work close to someone in the office. And right now, doing what you have to do as far as it pertains to Vicky is amuse you with how much she's on board with the High School Musical thing like you are. All right?
I know that she likes
She
it.
really wants to stab you. She wants to shank you in the neck right now.
Shank.
Okay? But she's not going to tell you that, but I will. So why don't you cool it out on the High School Musical office talk this morning?
What is it so...
Oh, you got to see this. You got to see this, Vicky. Vicky, you want me to download the soundtrack for you, Vicky?
However, people
I want you to die.
However, people love the movie Grease the same way, and that's the same thing to me. It's a musical, and it's corny, and it's the same routine.
Now, Grace was great.
See?
Oh, my God.
I knew it.
But they didn't
It's the
just
same
continue on with Grease,
Doesn't matter.
right?
We're not talking about that. It's the same thing. It's a corny musical love story.
Uh-huh.
It's the same crap, but our generation loves it.
But you had
Absolutely. Everybody loves it.
John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John.
Okay,
How could
see?
you not?
There you go. That's what they're saying about Zac Efron and whatever. Vanessa Hudgens.
All right. It's a bad comparison.
I think it's perfect.
Because every time Grease is on, I can't help but watch about 5 to 10 minutes of it, like I did this weekend, Terry. It was on.
Was it really?
Yeah, it's on every weekend on some channel.
always
They
on.
find a channel to put it on every weekend. I think
Okay.
it was on TBS or something this weekend.
Hey, by the way, I started watching Flamingo Kid. You told me to watch it. I've never seen it.
I told you to watch
Flamingo
Flamingo
Kid?
Didn't you?
No.
Oh, well,
No.
I've never seen it. Thought it was good.
It's with Matt Dillon.
Yeah, Matt Dillon. Anyway,
I
back
don't
to
think I've ever
Grease.
seen it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That wasn't you?
It wasn't me.
So why did I watch it?
I told you to watch My Bodyguard with Matt Dillon.
Oh, I've seen that.
One of
Are
his
you kidding
first
me?
movies ever.
My Bodyguard, love it.
Mm-hmm. I told you to watch Donnie Brasco, which
Yeah, I
you
haven't seen
refused
that.
to watch.
I haven't seen it.
Really? On
But
demand,
back to
still
Grease.
on
So you
TV?
watch it this weekend and you loved
I
it.
watched 10 minutes of it,
Okay. You walk by the couch again
and I didn't walk by the couch. I told you. I stopped on it purposefully, and
Right.
it was,
It's all good still.
yeah.
Right?
I guess it's a fair analogy that Grease was 20 years ago what High School Musical is now.
20?
Is it 30 years ago?
I don't know. Is it 20? That came out in 88?
No, it came out in 78.
All right. Well, there you go. 30 years. Who performs?
Your time's flying by.
30 years ago. Holy crap.
And Terry, what else is going on, please?
Just want to let you know that Club Paradise Men's Club in Las Vegas apparently held a Sarah Palin lookalike contest.
Oh, they all got the gimmicks going
Oh,
on
they
at every
do.
club in Las Vegas and Washington State. Every state in the country is having their Sarah Palin moment right now. Yes. How did it go?
It went well because
Oh,
a
goody.
woman named Kimberly Jones won $10,000
Oh, I
and a
was
trip
rooting for Kimberly Jones,
to
Terry.
D.C.
I had my money on Kimberly Jones. I can cash my ticket now?
You can.
Mm-hmm.
They were judged on their debating skills and, of course, how
I'm
they
sure.
looked in a swimsuit.
I'm sure at Club Paradise they were judged on their debating
Just letting
skills.
you know.
Your nipples win. There, the debate's over.
Also, since we're talking about Sarah Palin really quickly, apparently there's a new porn on the market. And
Better than Who's Nailing Palin?
well, I guess so. It's called Erection 2008.
Oh,
Road to the
Terry.
White House.
Road. I'm familiar with it.
RODE, by the way.
RODE, yes. And the actress is Raquel Devine.
Oh, good choice.
And I guess there's a guy who plays Barack Obama
Aha.
in it, and she gets
So
a little
this-
bit of Barack.
So then this new Sarah Palin porno,
Yes.
instead of the Who's Nailing Palin little DVD we talked about last week, in this one, the storyline is she has sex with Barack Obama.
Correct.
Talk
time.
about crossing over to the other side,
A
Terry.
gentleman by the name of Steve Driver.
Talk about straddling the ticket.
So there you go.
And does Barack seem to be enjoying himself, Terry?
I don't know.
Because I could tell you this, as much as they may seem to be at odds right now, if the real Barack Obama and Sarah Palin got together, I would assume Barack Obama would get some pleasure out of it, Terry.
Okay.
Because Sarah Palin looks like she has a lot to offer sexually in her cougar little mind there.
What do you think her specialty is?
Mm.
Because you know she's got a specialty.
Well, after I'm done nailing Palin, Terry, if that ever comes about, I'll report back to you.
Sounds good.
So stand by.
Oh, I will.
Mm.
Can't wait to hear.
Huh. Would it be the craziest story you've ever heard of in your life if you found out, like, maybe 2 years down the road, whatever the case may be, if Sarah Palin and Barack Obama got together?
Absolutely.
Come on, in a world where you can't be surprised or shocked anymore, if that story, if you were reading that story, let's flash forward, like, even 6 months. If you said, T-Man, I got a story for you, you're never going to believe this.
Okay.
Would it really be a situation where there's absolutely a story out there that you can't believe? No.
No. I mean, I would have the reaction of, wow, okay, can't believe you did it, but
No, your reaction would be, I always thought she was a little slut.
well,
No way. Craziest story ever if that happened.
That'd be the craziest story ever.
Yes.
I think a more likely scenario is her and McCain.
The Inquirer went with a story that she was having her husband was having an affair, or she was having an
She
affair?
was with her
She was
husband's
having
partner.
with her
I mean,
husband's partner,
work partner.
who quickly became her partner.
One of Todd's co-workers.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Todd. Love that name.
So she's got a little bit of a horny side to her, doesn't
Oh,
she?
yes,
And
she
tell me
does.
that's hard to detect in watching her swish around the podiums and the stages
I think
that
McCain chose her.
she's stumping all over right now.
Right, I know. Gotcha.
Oh, this is the new video? We got some pictures of... Okay, this one, they're obviously not trying as hard to make it look like a Sarah Palin look-alike like they were in the first video. In the Who's Nailing Palin video, Terry, the person who plays Sarah Palin looks just like her. In this one, I mean, yeah, there's a resemblance, but they're not trying that hard. The guy wants Barack Obama.
Barack Obama looks like Tony Parker.
Looks more like a cross between Tony Parker and Vinnie the Pooh than Barack Obama. But look at the way she grabs a hold of that.
I see that, yeah. I like if something kind of doing it for me for some reason.
Wow.
Yeah.
I noticed you were getting a little antsy over there.
That's right. Very antsy. You might be antsy.
I know.
Okay. Wow. Okay, very exciting. Thank you for sharing, Terry. What else
You're
is going
welcome.
on this morning? What else is happening, please?
Interesting new little stat here, according to a new survey. 9 in 10 married couples say...
All right, hang on to that. 9 in 10 married couples. You have a stat?
I do.
That involves something that 9 in 10 couples...
Married couples
either do or say or act. So we're going to...
I'm making a game out of this.
Hold on to that thought, and then I'm going to... No, I'm not going to make a game out of it.
I thought we were giving something away.
Oh, no, we do. Oh, yeah. We do have haunted house tickets to give away. And
Okay.
maybe we will make a game out of something at some point later this morning. But I thought it was a good time, since we're talking about, Sarah Palin grabbing a chef. I thought maybe it was a good time to turn it over to a couple of phone calls here. This is the last full week before the biggest election of our lives. And they always say that, but no more true than that. 1-866-663-T-Man. Anthony is on the line. And I got some text messages I want to read, too. Go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, I think aside from with the election going on, I just think it's real unique just kind of looking at all the kind of excitement that's been going on. But one of the big things, I have an Obama shirt, and I went to the Husky game. Oh, I didn't go to it. I went to go play basketball. But you know how you walk through the tailgating area?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in front of the main road.
So you walk by the people that were going to the Husky game.
Yeah. And so I'm walking through. I have the Obama shirt on. I played for the Huskies. So some people kind of recognize I played for the Huskies from 98 to 2000. But what happened was it was amazing, the tension between like people that were for Obama and the people that were literally seemed like they were like terrified of.
So
Obama
people were not hesitant to express their negative feelings towards your shirt for those that were not in the Barack Obama camp.
Exactly. It reminded me of like
He's just a person looking to go play a little pickup game, Terry. I mean, he's got a shirt on, but it's amazing the passions that get incited as he just tries to get from A to B. And he was crossing by a bunch of tailgaters that I'm sure had a few in them, and and there's that to be taken into account. But they were throwing some heavy comments your way, I'm assuming. Is that where you're going with this, or what?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going that way, but what it makes it remind me is it's amazing how, like, history kind of repeats itself. Because it reminds me of, like, I'm in history class right now, and they're talking about, like, 1865 with the Emancipation Proclamation, how white people were so scared, black people getting their freedom, that they were just going to have this mob and just start lynching white folks because of what happened. And, like, then you have, like, these stories of, like, women, like, I was listening to another radio station, and this woman came on, and she was scared that, black people were going to take revenge on all the things that have happened in this country.
If Barack Obama gets elected president, that white people are going to panic? If that's the sense you got when you were walking past the Husky game the other day?
If Barack Obama gets assassinated within the first week of his presidency, I would not be surprised.
Well,
or his family, or his wife, somebody. I would not be surprised.
All right. Well, as far as people panicking, there's always an extreme group of people out there that, I think they feel like they'll be in a panic if Barack Obama gets elected. But I'm still focusing on
easy
on this DVD. But you also have to recognize that if Barack Obama has any chance of becoming the next president, then it's going to have to be a majority of white people that make it so that it's possible. They have to go out there and physically go into a voting booth and vote for him to make this all happen.
Absolutely, I agree. But what I'm saying, at the same time...
Because black people can't all just band together and put him into the top position as far as commander-in-chief of our country. Even if every last black person in this country votes for Barack Obama, it's not going to be nearly enough. It's going to have to be a majority of white people that step out of their homes, or at least fill out a ballot and lick the envelope, or whatever the case may be, to get him to that spot. So while you say, and I don't disagree, there will be some faction of white people that do go into a panic, at the same time, it's going to be because white people put him there as the president of the United States.
Exactly. But at the same time, that extreme group that you're talking about, would actually be much more comfortable with a white face being leading this country than a black face. And so what I'm saying is, in fact, yes, there's going to have to be white folks that are indeed have to vote and get him into office. But at the same time, I also feel like just because of that situation, how extreme this is, it's going to be some shit that's going to go down.
Oh, geez. Well, you can't say that word.
That I'm not going to be surprised about.
All right. Well, there is that possibility, and everyone's been talking about that for longer than just the past few minutes. But I want to hear more about the comments that were made to you, even if they're a little bit over the top. We do have our dump button. Is it fully ramped back up?
Almost. We're almost fully ramped.
I mean, did anyone swear at you? Did anyone call you the N-word? I mean, it didn't get that extreme, right?
It was a cross between, Obama, great, but like, no niggas in the front office.
Oh,
no, dude.
Let it go.
Come on, someone said that?
Yeah, and so, but the thing is, because some people knew how it was, I don't think they made themselves apparent. Because I'm not saying I'm a big guy, but I mean I have no problem with conflict. You know what I mean?
So and you having no problem with conflict, if that was said to you, what did you do? You just kept walking to your basketball game?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, the thing was is that I was some guy stopped me talking to me. There were some guys from Notre Dame, and another guy had an Irish Obama shirt, and so he was talking to me about it. And then another guy there was a crowd, and I knew in the direction it came from, but it was just, and then after that comment was said, it was because the M-bomb, it's oh shit.
Come on,
dude.
You know what I mean?
You can't say that word. We let you. Yeah, go ahead.
You say that word, so as I was walking through, it was just oh shit.
Oh, jeez.
All right, that'll do it.
God, you can't control yourself as much as the people you're talking about. I don't know who's worse. God.
You might want to give it a minute.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, God. Dumbass.
That's true. I forgot there were a lot of Notre Dame fans of the Husky game, probably as many as Husky fans at this point. Because how really much can you get yourself all jacked up to go to a Husky game these days when they're 0-6 or whatever?
Yeah, my favorite part of his story is him walking to UW on game day and going to play basketball. Not even considering going to watch the football game that's going on at the stadium.
And if I were him, I would have chosen the basketball game over the game.
Not even close.
A lot of people more middle of the country that made the trip out to see what was pretty much a guaranteed win for the Irish.
South Bend, a little more rural, yes.
Mm-hmm. Will white people panic? A small percentage that are going to vote for McCain. Yes, they're going to be the ones that are going to probably feel some level of panic.
What's you're going to have the black panic and the Arab panic?
Yeah, it's a double
bad
panic,
combo, man. Double panic.
You heard that lady say right to McCain.
Right.
Just 2 weeks ago. I can't vote for him. He's an Arab. Well,
right.
She didn't say Arab, but she said,
I don't trust him.
Might as well have said, yeah.
He's an Arab.
So it's double the panic for half the price.
Yeah, it's a great deal.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be fun, man.
The fact that he will probably win with both those things going against him is pretty impressive.
Yes, and that is what should make you realize that this ain't 1865 anymore. Okay?
It's pretty close. It's 1890.
I think we've progressed a little past 1890 and 1865. I think, accurately, we're at 1890 and a half. Okay, so, it's June. All right?
It's June. Can't wait for the 4th. What are you going to do?
Now, what are you going to tell us about married people, Terry? What do you have?
The little stat?
Yes.
New survey says that 9 in 10 married couples...
Hold on. Hold that thought.
Jeez.
I promise I was going to read some text messages, Terry.
I know you.
9 in 10 married couples?
Married couples.
Yeah, want to hang the post. Okay.
Really?
Text messages get sent in all morning long, don't you know, Terry?
Yes.
At 97373. Let me see some thoughts out there, what they are, as they're now on the record. This is the official record right here, pages and pages of the record.
I see the record.
You can send in real-time text messaging to this program at 97373 in an anonymous fashion. I mean, we'll only call back one text messenger a day at most. And you don't even have to answer your phone.
I know.
So feel very confident that if you text message, you will have absolute complete anonymity. At 7:36, in 57 seconds, somebody writes, T-Man, have you ever pooped where you felt like you were in a new boxing weight class when you were done?
Oh, my gosh.
I'm assuming a lot of these are rhetorical questions, but the answer is clearly yes. Okay, let's see. What other good ones do we have here? 7:19 and 21 seconds. Jessica writes. She signs her name at the end of her text message, Terry. That's how I know it's Jessica. I'm not just trying to guess. 9:21 and 7. I'm sorry. What did I say? 9:21, 7:19. I'm a little dyslexic. And 21 seconds. Jessica writes, I wrote this message with my nipple.
Wow.
Really?
It's talent.
That is.
Do you really think that's the case, though, or no? Because that would be a pretty awesome thought.
Yeah, it would be, I think.
Can you write a text message with just your nipple?
Terry could.
Oh. Terry would be hitting every letter at the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
That is a big-ass nipple.
Yeah.
7:18 in 6 seconds. I'm going backwards, obviously. Somebody writes, gas prices are going down, and our country is still getting worse. I can't figure it out.
Well, if gas prices are going down, the country's getting better.
That's their point. That's why they can't figure it out. That's why they wrote us.
Does not mean it's getting better overall. Like, aren't you happier? I mean, isn't that a sign it's getting better?
She would have thought she would have been happier.
Right.
And yet, she sees gas prices going down and the country's still getting worse. Thus, she writes in with this conundrum that's going on.
So if gas prices were going up, then she'd be happy?
Then she'd understand why she's unhappy.
All right.
Or why the country's getting worse.
All right.
She's writing us because she can't figure it out. Gas prices are going down and the country's still going to hell
That is
on the express lane in the handbasket.
That is one cool thing about the economy going down is gas prices. The guys at the gas station couldn't even find the two. I have no idea where they put it.
They sold it on eBay.
That's right. Thought they never need it again.
They thought they'd never need the two again.
$2.99.
And now there's barely even a layer of dust they had to shove aside to put the two right back up there in the big display there. 7:16 in 1 second. Somebody writes, "Hey Dumpy, it's Amanda. How you doing, baby?"
Oh.
Go look at my MySpace. You guys know who Amanda is?
No, we're just.
Wait a minute. Was there
adding fuel to the fire?
the way you were owing? I thought you guys.
Well, just
No,
because.
Wasn't there like a stripper back in the day that he was accused of talking to or something? Or,
Really?
I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it's just.
He's about to go to court. X name on there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
On Amanda A.
That's right.
I don't know. I don't remember that. But anyway.
Maybe it's a new girl.
Yeah, that's why we were owing, because.
7:06 in 34 seconds. Somebody writes, T-Man, after he gets divorced, maybe you should have Who Wants to Marry a Dump Truck Guy for the listeners. People obviously responding to the earlier call made to us by Dump Truck Guy this morning, Terry.
I don't think he's looking to get married, by the way, if he gets divorced.
Let's see what else we got here. We got pages of these. 6:40 in 47 seconds. Somebody writes, "Hey Vinnie, you would still not to do." Wait, I'm sorry. Let me start over. Hey Vinnie, you would still. Okay, I see why I'm reading it wrong because there's a typo here, or they just write it in a horrible grammatic fashion. I'm gonna have to. Should I just read it the way it's written, or?
Go ahead and put your stank on it. It's okay.
Your stank.
Hey, Vinny, you still would not know what to do with a hot piece of ass if it landed right on your ugly mug.
Ugly mug.
Now, I agree with 80% of it, but you can't say that Vinny the Pooh has an ugly mug. He has a cute little handsome face.
All right.
You got a problem with that?
It's a cute little handsome face.
It's a cute little handsome face.
Really? Thank you. Guys.
Little handsome.
It's a very little face.
Very little.
He's got a little softball-sized face.
Yeah.
True.
Well, compared to you and Terry's face.
Wow. Oh, jeez. You're saying we got big heads?
I was talking to Scott and Terry.
Yeah, I have a big face. That's cool.
Yeah, I do too. I have a normal size
That's like
face.
one of those new hundreds?
He's like, yes, easily.
I got big everything. That's fine.
He's got big face?
He's got big face.
That's true.
So you're one of those old hundreds.
Yeah, I still spend, though.
Wow. A 627. Oh, by the way, do you want to respond to that? Would you know what to do if this hot piece of ass landed on your ugly face?
You know, it would depend where it landed.
Ugly mug, as she puts it.
Oh, on the ugly mug?
Yeah, it landed right on your ugly. You would not know what to do with her hot piece of ass if it landed right on your ugly mug.
With her hot piece of ass?
Yes,
or with
she's talking about
piece?
her hot piece of ass.
Oh.
Do you get the sense that this was a girl that tried to maybe?
But it doesn't. Yeah, I think
shatter
it's
it up with you in the club, and you just weren't having it, or
it
what?
Definitely sounds like that.
Aha! So she's got an axe to grind, and I ain't talking about the body spray.
You know, it doesn't sound like that. Like, come on, let's be real. Something about you made me not want to talk to you.
But you were in Eastern Washington all weekend doing the Vinnie the Pooh World Tour,
That's right, I was.
So why is she writing in now all agitated?
I don't know. What's the area code?
What's her problem? What's her area code? Want me to call her back?
Yeah.
Do it.
There's the one.
Oh, I love this.
Let's see if she wants to talk. I like to give the text messengers their privacy.
Vinny maybe get an abortion.
Oh, jeez.
Shut up.
Let's see what her problem is. Oh, we weren't wrapped up.
That's right. Yeah, sorry.
Let's see if she wants to talk. Calling back the corresponding number to this particular text message. 3 rings. No answer yet.
Oh, wow.
What a surprise.
Hi, this is the president of the Vinnie the Pooh Hate Club.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, sir?
Oh, it's a guy.
No good.
Now, why would it be a guy's voicemail?
I don't know. You tell me.
I think gay phone operator has his theories.
That's right. He might be right.
Maybe I dialed wrong. Hold on. Let me try this again. 425. 425, Vinnie.
Ooh.
I know you were rolling like that.
Okay, really?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Hey.
Hello?
Hey, what's up? It's T-Man.
Who?
It's T-Man. You're on the air. I was reading a text message that I received earlier this morning about Vinnie the Pooh.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, did you send that?
Oh, yeah, I sent it.
Why did you send a text message that I would assume would have been sent by a jilted, female out there? Why are you writing stuff like that? Who are you?
Oh, man,
You're on the air. Well, by the way, you're on the air. I just want to make sure it's clear that you're live. You're in color. You're on the air here.
Oh, yeah, all right. Well, let me tell you, I listen to Vinnie the Pooh being a cocky little guy all the time, trying to rip on Terry Free, trying to talk all this game.
Oh, I see. So you were defending Terry Free.
Oh, last week driving in and we were talking about hot, and we were talking about that girl from Grey's Anatomy, Vinnie the Pooh. He's talking all this game about no ass and no this and no that.
Oh, I see. All right. I would have liked it a lot better if this message was sent by a girl that actually was pissed off at Vinnie, but it seems that it's just a guy with a general feeling about how Vinnie acts towards you, Terry.
Oh,
All right, no.
Thank you.
I thank you for texting us. Just wasn't what I thought.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now back to construction.
Yeah.
I got to see, Vinnie at 104 pounds. He just got a lot. He just got a lot of room to talk.
This guy hates him.
So you're thinking he's got a lot of nerve, and that's why you had to fire in your text messages blasting him.
No, I had to blast the guy. He's just a little guy.
Man, it sounds like
He's a little
it sounds
guy.
like this guy would die for the options.
You don't
I
sound
have.
like the biggest guy in the world for some reason. What do you measure out at, sir?
Oh, what am I making out? I'm making out 6'2", 225.
That's pretty big.
Oh, yeah, I'm a big guy. I'm not a little piece.
And you would know a little piece, and you would know exactly what to do with a hot piece of ass if it landed on your ugly mug, right?
Hot piece, you guarantee it.
And what would that
Terry
be?
Free was single. I know exactly what to do with
And
that.
Terry Free's the hot piece of ass that he's thinking of?
You didn't read it right. We said a hot piece of ass.
And
Oh, my God.
Turn your radio down.
And since Vinnie the Pooh is clearly now making it known that he doesn't know what to do if it landed on his mug, well, what should he do, sir, that you can fill him in on?
Please, take a note.
Oh, first off, he needs to hit the gym, throw on a couple pounds. That's what he needs to do.
Okay, but
What does that have to do with
let's
a
say
hot
that
piece of ass?
happens, and then the hot piece of ass starts falling left and right on his ugly mug. Then what should he do with it? Like you seem to think he doesn't know what to do, and you do.
Well, he just come out, hang out with me for a few minutes, and learn what it's like to treat a lady with a little bit of respect, and then go from there.
Oh, man.
When they land on your face, you got to treat them with respect.
That's right.
And then your face to treat him with respect.
Oh, sounds
Exactly,
good.
T. You know what I'm talking about.
I get it perfectly. Yes, you got to lay down a mat. You got to.
Well, you show a lady a little respect, and they'll let you do
This
what
guy
they
definitely
want,
sounds
whatever you
single.
want.
Yes, got to treat them with respect when they land right on your face.
I can see where somebody would be annoyed by Vinny when he makes it like Katherine Heigl or whatever her name is so unattractive, and so I wouldn't touch her.
What a flat ass
Like
and an
he's
ugly
got so
face.
many girls
Wow.
hotter than Katherine Heigl. What's her name? What's her name?
I don't know. So many
thank you,
girls
sir.
are not, but flat ass and an ugly face equals.
She's
not
so
hot.
ugly, right?
All right, let me get a couple
What?
of.
Just because she's in movies and makes millions, she's hot all of a sudden?
No, she's pretty universally accepted as hot. I don't see her as my type, but I certainly acknowledge that she's pretty.
Whatever.
You don't think Katherine Heigl's even pretty?
Doable.
That's your assessment. Doable is the best you'll go on her. All right, 6:27 to 24 seconds. Somebody writes, T-Man, do you know about the haunted hospital in Seattle? I do not know anything about it, but I know
I've heard
about
about a haunted hospital.
the haunted house.
I have
you
too.
took your boys, your high school football team to the haunted house. They loved
I
it. or
did,
what?
loved it.
Because I'm
Saturday
getting
night.
rave, nonstop rave reviews about the haunted house. I heard even before it opened on Friday night, there was a line around the city.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm not even joking. You
No,
you there
I
over
went
the
down
weekend,
too.
too?
I was there
I
Saturday
went on
before it
Saturday
opened.
later.
Packed, and people are loving every
Huge.
second of it, and they're getting their money's worth and then some, and that's hard to even talk about in a money world like we're dealing with today. People are. This is the kind of escape you need right now.
No, I know.
Just to be scared out of your freaking drawers and go down there with your friends and hang out, and part of the fun is being in line and.
My very manly freshman football team where they basically had a conga line going through, holding on to one another.
Oh, my God.
Holding on to each other's back of each other's sweatshirts all the way through.
I know, and I had a bunch of varsity players going through the same thing, going, I ain't going first, I ain't going first.
Terry hangs out with the fun.
Well, my son is
She had a
7.
show of
I wouldn't be caught dead.
Why would you show the difference?
So
The
cool.
wussy freshmen and the little wussy varsity players.
All right,
too.
take it easy.
Why are you hanging out with your son's friends, by the way?
Oh,
Because I like to.
I've seen that video. Anyway,
Yeah.
6:20 and 3 seconds. Somebody writes, almost got laid by the barber this weekend.
Brutus? Beefcake?
Not Brutus, no.
Oh, Donna?
Brutus doesn't even remember he's Brutus the barber, and you do.
He's on a new show, by
That's
the way.
right.
He is.
not.
Yeah. Brutus the Barber Beefcake's on a show.
Wow.
Him and Hogan and
And he goes by Brutus the barber beefcake?
Yes. Well, it's a wrestling show. He's teaching people how to be wrestlers, like Todd Bridges and all these hacks.
Oh, I heard about that, yeah.
What channel?
CMT. They got some pretty cool shows now. I'm sad to admit I watch it.
I think
like
in my
the
favorites lineup, because I only go on my favorites when I go to my DirecTV, I punch in the channels that I will watch, and I only eliminate a few hundred. So I keep like 200 channels.
Right, and that's got to be one you
But
eliminate.
CMT, I don't even think I keep in my list.
It's awful.
I don't see any reason why I'd ever watch it. That's a country channel, right?
It is. But that Gone Country show was pretty good with Bobby Brown.
Well, maybe I'll
and
put it back
Cisco.
I watched that redneck wedding show.
Yeah, put it
Yeah,
back
see,
in.
it's not bad.
I don't know why.
CMT, it's not just country music videos. They got some pretty cool shows. But yeah, Brutus Beefcake's all there. Like, you're alive? You're one of the few.
All right, you can text message in all morning long, 97373. That's real-time, non-stop text messaging, 97373 or 1-866-663-T-Man is the call-in number, don't you know?
The T-Man Show.
Oh, Terry's cramming the last bits of food in her mouth. Very nicely done, Terry. Nice touch. Yes, get ready for the segment. Okay.
And she loves her oatmeal from Starbucks. Thank you, Howard Schultz. Here's some more money.
Yes, thank you, Howard.
Very nice. Yeah. Anyway, Desiree Zollner had a chance to get $450.59 of her Comcast bill paid off, but she, one of the very few that did not call back, Terry.
Yeah.
So we can toss this to the scrap heap.
Oh, man, people.
I mean, I know it's asking the world of us to want to pay off your $450 some odd bills here. But if you want to be like that.
Okay.
All right.
Toss it over.
Mm-hmm. I know you said you had a story or some kind of article or some kind of stat that you wanted to read earlier this morning, Terry. I'm dying to hear it. Don't get me wrong. Don't make me forget about it. But I don't know if we have the time in this small little window that we have here. All right? So we have still a lot of time left in the show.
All right.
Do you hear what I said?
Yeah.
A lot of time.
Yeah, a lot of time. Yeah.
But, very good imitation. But as far as this segment, I don't know if we have the time to really delve into, because it seems like it's going to require a little bit of discussion and thought, right?
Yes, actually. I think it will.
Start it off like you did, and you teased us with it earlier. What is it, 9 out of 10?
9 and 10 married couples.
Yes.
You want me to go on?
That's where you left it right there?
Yes. You said, oh, wait a minute. I remember. I'm going to read some text.
Another good impersonation. Oh, wait a minute. He likes Santa Claus.
Everyone thinks they can do an impersonation of me. Nobody comes close.
Well, no. I never have claimed that I could.
We'll find somebody
trying.
Well,
you tried 2 different attempts in the last 2 minutes. All right, let me read a couple more text messages, Terry.
That's the response I got when I started with the
Because we don't have time for anything on your side of the console right now. All right? Whatever that 9 and 10 married couples are doing, I guarantee you it's going to take at least 10 minutes of conversation.
All right.
To decipher, to break down, to do whatever with. All right? It's only going to take me really 4 seconds to read the following text message. At 8:38, 21 seconds, somebody writes.
Yes.
Hotshot's balls are hairier than Terry's carpet. All right? That takes less than 4 seconds, you see?
That can't be possible.
8:38 and 16 seconds, somebody writes, I'm considering letting my girlfriend screw a guy that we met on the internet. Your thoughts? Well, I don't know if I have thoughts just based on what you're writing, sir. I'm assuming this is a sir that sent in this particular text message. I would need more details, but hey, send her off. Thermos of coffee and just a Google map, send her off and see if she comes back. All right? I'm considering letting my girlfriend screw a guy that we met on the internet.
Okay.
Why would you be inclined to do that? Whoa, what? I would have some questions before I were to comment. I know you're looking for my thoughts, but I would need a little bit more detail. So I move on to 8:38 and 14 seconds. Somebody writes, "Why do midgets smell like smell like Lysol after sex?" I don't know if that's the case. I don't know why I even read some of these text messages today, but they come in, and I feel like I shouldn't censor them if they're.
I hear ya.
Even remotely startling, interesting, or whatever the case may be. I don't think that's the reality. Yeah. All right, I don't think a person who is a little person, a dwarf, a midget, whatever the case may be, whatever you want to refer to them as, would smell any different than any other sized human being after sex. But I don't know. I've never had sex with anyone under 4'10".
Really?
Come on. Come clean.
4'4". Okay. No, 4'10", I'm pretty sure. All right. Eddie. Until today, somebody writes at 8:37 and 12 seconds. Until today, I thought Vinnie the Pooh was a lesbian woman. I was shocked to turn on the radio and hear someone refer to him as a man.
No way.
A lesbian woman.
8:36 and 50 seconds. Somebody writes, "Are we texting again?" Yes.
Welcome.
Started on Friday, right? Or Thursday?
Thursday.
Our new studio that's not even so new anymore. We've been up here for a little while. Didn't have an ability to get text messages. We'd have to go to the 3rd floor, and we're on the 4th or whatever. I don't know what floor we're on. And now we have the ability to have them run right in the studio as soon as they come in.
Yep.
So Pasty, more work for him, but it's not like he has anything on his plate in there.
Except for a maple bar.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
No, at this time of morning, you think even that maple bar's left?
That's true. Gone.
8:32 and 26 seconds. Somebody writes, "I really want to be able to take the ham sandwich man to the haunted house with me. I have 2 tickets. Is he interested?"
Wow.
Sure, has anyone seen the ham sandwich man at the haunted house?
No.
I have not.
I would assume that would be kind of his stomping ground, knowing that all the...
Oh, he would have had plenty of pickings.
Yeah.
Seriously.
He would have his pick of the litter down there.
Million people down there. Girls everywhere.
Yep.
Why has he not made an appearance? Does he not know about it?
You'd think he would.
Last year, we warned John this year. Last year, he was there nonstop, just loitering around the joint. And that's what drove people away.
He's one of the scarier people there.
This year, the scariest people, and that's considering how hard we try to make the entire staff of the haunted house pretty damn scary.
Yeah.
This year, we have told him on site he'll be removed, just to make for a better haunted house experience, and I think it's added to the fun.
I did.
Yes.
And by the way, can I just say parking down there is the best it's ever been.
Oh, well.
By the way,
so the whole scene, the whole setup from the word go to the last minute that you're in the haunted house and about to exit, the whole situation is about as perfect as it's ever been.
Gigantic parking lot. I was surprised. I thought I'd be looking around for an hour for a spot.
So parking's good. The wait is fine, even though you're going to have to wait because the lines are enormous. But then when you get in there, you're not disappointed because there's nothing worse than waiting for a long period of time and then being let down. That is not the case that I'm getting from anybody. If anything, they're just feeling like it was worth it and then some, and they come back for more.
And you have to be patient in line because if they just let everybody slam through, it's not as fun. You want to wait and go through alone.
Right.
8:31 and 59 seconds. T-Man, I got laid by 2 lesbos this weekend. Oh, geez, that is...
Well, they're probably not lesbians then, if that's true.
Well, you never know these days what kind of moment anyone may be in.
Or is it a woman texting?
Or it could be a female texting in. We never considered that, I guess.
Yeah, nope. Girls don't say they got laid, do they? They don't use that term.
Hey, Terry, when we get back. I didn't know men were saying it anymore either.
Okay, all right. I'll chase the old little woman around the house for some leg.
Terry has been dying to tell us what 9 out of 10 married people are doing.
Yep.
We will get the answers.
Oh, yes.
I know, you can't wait.
I cannot
it's like
wait.
It's like waiting online for the haunted house.
Oh, yeah.
Right after these words.
The T-Man Show.
The Texas woman who told police that she was attacked for supporting John McCain now says that her whole story is bogus. 20-year-old college student Ashley Todd had originally said that she was robbed at knife point Wednesday night near a Pittsburgh area ATM. Now, Todd said the robber knocked her to the ground and etched a backward B into the side of her face after seeing a McCain sticker on her car. The detectives say they found inconsistencies in her story.
But they had the pictures I saw of this woman that claimed she was beaten up and the knife point attack at the ATM. She had the bee in her face and she had a black eye. How do they explain she did get attacked, but the bee was just for bitch or what?
I don't know.
Or she was self-inflicted?
Who knows?
Yeah, like that kind of
Could
thin
be.
line between love and hate
Right.
kind of wounds
Oh,
or
that was
what?
a crazy movie.
You ever see that movie there,
Yes.
Vinnie the Pooh, or what?
No.
Never saw a thin line between love and hate?
No.
That turned out to be pretty good.
It did.
I know. I was surprised
It was crazy.
how into it I got towards the end.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Martin Lawrence played the part kind of interesting enough.
Mm-hmm.
She was just scary enough to make it all work. When she was hitting herself in the face with
I
that,
know.
with that whatever it was.
You ever felt like you've been in a relationship with a woman like that where you're just like, I gotta get away from her?
Yeah, I was.
She's
It
insane.
changed my focus on who I was seeing and how I was making sure I would leave it with them.
You don't have to tolerate crazy. But
Right.
but you should probably be nice to him when you break up.
Yeah, I was.
Right? Is that what you're thinking?
My new philosophy was never let them know you're breaking up with them.
That's right.
Until they finally figure it out, and then by that point it's too late.
You're gone.
Yeah. As opposed to him saying, "Come on, we're done." You know.
Yeah,
all that
right,
stuff.
right.
20-year-old college student Ashley Todd had originally said that she was robbed at knife point Wednesday night near a Pittsburgh area ATM. Now, Todd said the robber knocked her to the ground and etched a backward B into the side of her face after seeing a McCain sticker on her car.
That's the most ridiculous story I've ever heard in my life. And then they went to the surveillance tape of the ATM. They saw her not even anywhere near the machine. She made up the story and probably forgot they actually take video of those places. And she was like, oh, geez, can I change my story? Is it too late? So she now may be the one in trouble.
Now, Todd said the robber knocked her to the ground and etched a backward B into the side of her face after seeing a McCain sticker on her car. Now, detectives say they found inconsistencies in her story and then made her take a polygraph test. She then admitted the story was a lie and was charged with making a false report. Police said they're looking into her mental health.
Yeah, I would say it's not too sound.
No.
Wait, anybody with a McCain sticker on their car
Yeah.
should be checked.
Need to look into all the people with McCain stickers' mental health.
Yes.
Come on. I mean, the guy's a decent enough guy that you could make a case that he could be voted for. Absolutely.
He's decent enough. He
Yes.
did leave his crippled wife for a hotter woman.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know if that is really the truth. I
is
didn't
the
look
truth.
into enough of his background to know
Well,
if
you
that is
should,
the case.
because that is
But
the truth.
Oh, well, listen to it.
so where is his crippled ex-wife now?
Don't know. She's probably around. You probably find her. She was like a beauty queen and got in a horrific accident, and then I'm gonna pass.
Don't you think somebody
Wow.
would be interviewing her right about now if that was
They have.
the case?
No, that's how I found out. I watched it.
All right.
I watched her interviewed.
And how was she?
Looked
A little bitter?
A little bit.
All right.
So yeah, he seems like a decent enough guy.
Yeah, but
If you're into slimy politicians,
I don't think he's really the quintessential or a real true example of a slimy politician either. I think I don't know if he'll make as good a president as needs to be out there right now. But I don't think either of your two cases, that he's a slimy politician or that he's not a decent enough guy, is the reality of the situation. Why I am now leaning towards voting for Barack Obama is just simply because when I'm in doubt, I usually will just lay it down to who's the smarter of the two guys. And I have determined that is Barack Obama.
okay.
I mean, McCain picks Sarah Palin as running mate, and I'm supposed to think that he's a real bright guy? All right?
Doesn't sound too bright to me. No.
So if I actually do go out and vote, and if it rains, I probably won't vote. You know what's funny is they're talking about a record turnout.
Yes.
But historically, you laugh when I said that. Historically, isn't this kind of funny to think about? But it happens to be absolutely 100% the fact, I think. Historically,
Say 99.9%.
talk about record turnouts. Yes, we are expecting one. But historically on Election Day, if it rains, the turnout is like 30% lower of what it would be if there's a rainy Election Tuesday.
Interesting.
So people are like, oh, I'm dying to vote. Can't wait for the Election Day. Can't wait for Tuesday. Can't wait to cast my vote. Oh, one man, one vote. I love this idea. Oh, it's raining. I'm staying home.
Right.
I'm not getting out of my car for this. That's cold.
If it rains on Election Day, voter turnout is down like 1/3 of what it would have been. All right?
Okay.
So 33% of people somewhere in that neighborhood, statistically, will stay home and decide, I ain't getting out. And you know what the odds are in this state of it being a rainy Tuesday?
Yeah.
Pretty decent.
Yeah. Do they offer cookies or any sort of baked good where you go or no?
They do mine.
I don't recall.
You don't recall? No.
Do they?
Yeah, they do. It's a little offensive, though. I don't like it. Well, it's like giving your dog a treat.
It's a little offensive because they offer you two.
It's like
this one won't make it denser. Here's another one.
It's like giving your dog a treat.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. You want a cookie? Come vote.
Good job.
It's like, is that what I need? I need a cookie to get in there to vote.
Well, don't tell.
Well,
Don't tell me it doesn't make you that much more excited to get there.
It doesn't hurt.
Okay.
But for most people, they don't need a cookie to
Especially
go
if
vote.
it's a butter cookie, come on.
Like, oh, I love them. A little pink frosting.
Whoa, those are
We
good.
still know my cookies. Anyway.
Yes.
All right.
Here's a cookie. Come vote.
Listen, they're not trying to make you like Pavlov's dog and salivate and get you to
they
vote.
are.
Every 4 years, they were going to...
I'm going to poop on the floor then.
Mm-hmm. I don't think you need to take it that seriously and really analyze it to such a degree that you're offended by a cookie.
What's the point of having cookies there?
Point is, they're just trying to show a little Election Day love.
Yes,
Is that really
an
why?
appreciation
Okay,
of
all right.
thank you
All
for
right,
coming
got
on
it.
in.
Thank you for being
Right.
an American who's
Yes.
taken the time to fight through the rain.
That's right.
Get out of my car.
And get out of your car and not make weird faces at all the little fourth graders that are running through the halls because you came to normally. I mean, I have to go vote in an elementary school. That's kind of weird to me. Everything looks so small in there.
I know.
The little chairs, the little bulletin boards.
When I was in grade school, my dad peed in the sink thinking it was the urinal at the carnival.
No way.
Now, Fit the Whiskey probably didn't help that, but he got the weirdest look from a kid as he walked in, that's for sure. Yeah, thought the sink was the urinal.
Mm-hmm.
Not good.
A lot of urinals look like sinks.
They do, well,
I don't blame
especially
him.
when they're low like that. Big guy, he didn't know. Sounds good.
This is when he was voting?
No, this is at the grade school carnival. I was actually going there, so lucky for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you were the toast of the town of the...
Oh, yeah. I'm the guy with whose dad peed in the sink.
That's right.
Yeah.
Forever known as that, huh?
Still am.
Okay. Terry, you were telling us earlier about 9 out of 10 married people.
Yes.
We're finally going to get the answer.
Really?
All right, why don't we have listener guesses that if anyone can nail it...
More interesting
You
than your
really don't
story.
want me to give you this stat.
Well, we might as well turn it into a game, as you said earlier.
All right,
we'll
let's
We'll
do.
give haunted house tickets away to anyone who can nail what 9 out of 10 married people are doing, saying what? What is the...
They're saying.
They're saying.
Mm-hmm.
They're not doing.
Well, it's saying and doing, I guess.
Saying and doing.
Yes.
Doing and saying. Doing while they're saying. Saying while they're doing.
Well, yeah, kind of, yeah.
Why don't we just leave it at doing? Is that fair?
Yes, that's fair.
Well, I mean,
Well,
to best be accurate with your answer, should people respond 9 out of 10 married couples are doing... Would doing work?
actually,
Oh, Lord. If we
no,
only
no,
had
no,
2 hours
well,
to mull this
no,
over.
no. 9 in 10 married couples say
Mm-hmm.
that they are,
Doing.
or, yeah.
So it's doing.
Okay, doing.
Oh, Lord.
Well, you ask her to read it, and she can. Okay, you ask her to improvise
I
a
mean,
bit. This is what you get.
Yes, doing. It is doing.
Thank you. 1-866-663-T-Man. What are 9 out of 10 married couples doing today that they weren't doing last year? Oh, let me cut my losses now. 1-866-663-T-Man. Steve has a response, hoping to get himself some haunted house tickets. Steve, what's your answer?
They were saying I love you more.
Are 9 out of 10 married couples is the answer, Terry, that they're saying I love you more than they were in the past?
No.
No!
Oh,
Screw
well.
that crap! I ain't gonna lie to your face. Thanks for checking in, Steve. 1-866-663-T-Man. Let me go to Jamal. Jamal has his thoughts, trying to win himself a pair of passes to the haunted house. What do you got, Jamal?
I say 9 out of 10 married men say that they hate their marriage and would never do it again.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
9 out of 10 hate their marriage, would never do it again. Only 1 out of 10 would say they like it and would.
Was that a
Have a
testimonial?
feeling. Is that what it is, Terry?
No.
No, Jamal, sorry.
Gee, sorry, Jamal.
Well, Jamal, you unhappy or what?
Good guess.
Definitely a testimonial.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Let me see I got a lot of people that are waiting for other things here. Lena, are you calling for this or what? Lena?
Yes, good morning. I have a guest, but that's not what I'm calling for.
Oh, okay. Well, you can do both. What are you calling for?
I was just calling to let you know about the woman who carved the bee into the side of her face.
She carved it in her own face?
That's what they're saying, and that's why it's backwards, because she did it in the mirror.
Makes sense, right?
So she wasn't even able to think straight in her falsified claims.
That is correct.
Right. All right. And what's your guess?
We said 9 out of 10 married couples. I don't know. Can't understand Terry Free when she reads a story.
Oh, wow. If there's one
Way
out
to
of 10 that
go.
can.
Congratulations. You're the big winner.
Oh, I didn't like that.
Terry didn't like it, and with her salty sarcasm, she's pretending like you are the winner, and she's happy for you. Anyway, I'm assuming that's not the answer, Terry. Okay. Nice improvised little moment there.
It was a good guess, though. Really
1
good
out of
guess.
10 can. We're in good shape.
Again, I've always put the challenge out there that anybody can go ahead and sit in my
Don't
spot
do it,
and
Terry.
do it.
Don't do it.
Terry, if you put the challenge out there, if any lady that wants to sit in your chair and do a better job than you, there'll be a line bigger than the haunted house right now. All
You're
right?
probably right.
So don't taunt the people out there and make them call in and be like,
I've asked VTP to step up to the plate, and he refuses to do it, too.
He's got his own chair. He doesn't need your chair.
My chair is comfortable, by the way. Thank you.
Darren, you're on the air. Terry gets more offended by the day. More salty with every day
You
that
guys
passes.
hate me more and more.
All right, now we hate you.
You do. You hate hearing from me. You don't like my
Love you
comments.
more and
don't want to
more.
hear my stories. Don't want to hear my stats.
Oh, geez, that's
so
why we're talking about your stat right now. Darren, you're on the air. Hello.
But I can't get it right.
Hey, my theory is 9 out of 10 people are having crazy monkey sex.
Oh,
Is that
geez.
correct, T-Man?
Is that the answer, Terry? Crazy monkey sex.
He is like kind of in the same wheelhouse there.
He's in the wheelhouse.
He's
but
in the wheelhouse.
You don't qualify it as a correct
No,
answer.
not the correct answer, though.
That's
Should he
the
be?
theory, though.
Should he be entitled to a second stab? Maybe fine tune his guess and.
Yeah, that's up to you, T.
I'm going to give you an opportunity since you're in the wheelhouse, as Terry puts it.
It's like in Family Feud. Be more specific.
Terry knows from a man being in the wheelhouse there.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like to try to narrow, maybe more specific kind of answer, and maybe you can get this thing there, Darren? Call us back. 1-866-663-T-Man. Let me go to Garrett. Garrett, your answer, please. We're trying to give away a pass or two to the haunted house.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure more married people are doing oral sex.
Oh, jeez. Is that what it is, Terry?
No.
Are more married couples, I would doubt that's the case, having oral sex than ever before? Is that how it will be said when we ultimately get the right answer? More than ever before? Is that what we're looking for? Are we looking for a more than ever before, or more than in the past 10 years, more than in the past 1 year? What is it?
Do you want me to get that specific as to what it's a specific thing?
If you give me the answer to my question, you're going to be giving it away?
I don't think so.
All right, well,
It'll
give me the time range. I can't help
first
but-
anniversary.
More than what?
Since their first anniversary.
Doing this more than since their first anniversary.
I never said anything about more. I didn't. I just said he was in the wheelhouse of when it comes to
I'm
to the
confused
sex.
now. All right, every question I ask of her, I wind up getting more confused. But that's not your fault, Terry. It's probably my fault. All
Yes,
right?
I think
Don't get
it is.
agitated. Don't get salty.
Well, no, I'm just.
Too late.
Anyway, so not more than since their. What does it have to do with their first anniversary? All right, never mind.
Well, if I do that, if I give
It'll
you
give
more
it
of that,
away.
then that'll give it away.
Huh.
But just
did we get a clue, or did we get more thrown off the track than ever before?
Couldn't be more thrown off the track.
Katie, what do you got as far as your answer? Or do you have an answer? Do you have a thought?
Katie.
Are you there? Katie.
I'm saying flirting with coworkers.
More married people than ever before since their first anniversary are flirting with coworkers. Is that the answer?
No.
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 All right.
No. Frankie. Back from Hollywood. Do you have a response?
Rest in peace.
Frankie.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Frankie.
I think they're getting a divorce.
Married people since their first anniversary are getting
9 and 10 married couples.
nine.
again.
Oh yeah. We got to remember the 9 and
Gotta
10.
remember the 9 and
9 and
10.
10 married couples are doing this.
Since their
you
first
not do it?
anniversary.
Is it getting divorced? Terry?
No.
No. No. Sonia. What's up, Sonia?
Yes,
How you doing?
fine.
good to know. Do you have a response?
Yes, more date nights.
Oh, that's an interesting one. Are they doing more date nights than ever before since the first anniversary?
No.
No. The first anniversary thing is really confusing me now, but that's all right.
Well, then you're confused.
9 out of 10 couples are not doing more date nights, Sonia. Sorry. Maybe they are, but that's not what Terry's getting at here, all right?
All right.
Sorry, baby. Chris.
Hey, how's it going?
I don't feel like we're getting any closer to the correct answer here.
9 and 10 married couples.
I got the answer for
Oh,
it.
Chris has got the answer. He's very confident. What is it, Chris?
Still something coming here.
It's buying more jewelry.
Ah, like a nice pearl necklace, maybe. Terry, is that the answer? More 9 out of 10 married couples are buying each other more jewelry. No. See, you were so confident for no good reason. Manny. Manny.
Yeah.
It's your turn, man. Manny.
Hello?
Yeah, it's your turn, Manny.
Okay.
Do you have an answer? Do you have a guess? 9 out of 10
having a
married
big...
couples. Go ahead, Manny.
Let's
9
go
out of 10 married couples. Yeah, go ahead, Manny.
A big orgy?
Big orgy. You got it real good. A big orgy. Or 9 out of 10 married couples having a big orgy more
Since
than
their
time.
first anniversary?
Yes,
No.
9 out of 10 are, yes. Good guess. Gosh.
Gerald! This is going to be our last guest, and then maybe we're going to just have you tell us, Terry, and I'll give away haunted house tickets to the first caller, because you know what? How long can we go on with this futile little effort here? Gerald! What? Gerald!
Yes.
What's your guess, sir?
My guess is a lot of people are downgrading because of gas prices.
Downgrading what?
Downgrading
Their
their
wives?
vehicles. Married couples.
Does that help with
Turning a wife to get a lower gas? Gets a better gas mileage?
anything that helps with the pump.
You're laughing, but it's true.
My wife's a big gas guzzler.
What are you talking about,
so
dude?
good. Whoa, Terry wants to know what you're talking about. She's confused by your guess. Say it again, Gerald.
Well, a lot of couples, including myself and my wife, we're downgrading because...
Downgrading your cars.
Because of gas prices.
Oh, they're downgrading their vehicles, Terry. Is that the answer?
No. Since their first anniversary, no.
Okay. Terry, why don't you end the hysteria?
Yeah, it's kind of irritating me now. I don't know why.
Fun, enjoy the game that it is.
We enjoyed the game while it lasted.
Sure you did.
9 out of 10 married couples are doing what?
9 and 10 married couples say they haven't tried.
I'm dying to see how this all is going to work its way out with the first anniversary thing and the 9 and 10 and the doing, the saying.
Right. 9 and 10 married couples say
Better all
they
make
haven't
sense.
tried anything new in the bedroom since their first anniversary.
Oh, that wasn't even gettable. Why did we waste all that time with guesses?
Because it was fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of worded weird, though.
It is worded weird. That's why.
Yeah, read it again, because it is kind of worded
No,
weird.
the way Terry worded it, have done this.
Well-
it was a tough question for the listeners. So
Well-
they haven't done this.
So Terry should have to give them all passes, is what
Yes,
you say.
absolutely.
Go for it.
Go ahead. Wait,
9 and 10 married couples
Yeah.
say they haven't tried anything new in the bedroom.
So all Terry really
Since
had to
their
say was, when I said, how do we phrase this?
Yes.
All she had to say was, 9 and 10 married couples haven't done this.
Since their first anniversary.
Since their first anniversary. That's all you had to do, Terry.
Done.
All right.
Instead, it's have done this. And the thing they have done is haven't tried new positions.
So basically...
Have done nothing new in the bedroom since their first anniversary. That would work.
9 out of 10 married couples
Have done nothing new.
Have done. That's a have.
Yeah.
Have done nothing new.
Yeah. It's too confusing.
Well,
How about just haven't done? So something you have done is nothing.
haven't tried,
So
haven't done, have done nothing.
Nothing is the thing you haven't done.
Have done
Or have
nothing
done.
new since their
Yeah.
first anniversary.
Yeah. Nothing is the thing you have done. So if someone called and said nothing, then they would have won.
All right, you know what?
A little
That's confusing.
overthinking there.
Really? That's confusing.
Terry will never be accused of overthinking. But anyway.
Well, I try and cut it
You
short
were fine.
only
He's
because.
ripping you. No, you were
I'm
fine.
not ripping her. She
You were
just
fine.
confuses the
I
listeners.
like tough trivia questions. I like Terry's little twist.
But
Well,
ungettable
because
trivia
it's-
questions?
Yeah, it's ungettable.
I don't
Not
want to give.
ungettable.
I don't
Sure it
want to
was.
give you too much because I'm afraid that
Give
it's
us
going to
one
give
more.
it away.
It's not a matter of giving too much. You just worded it. It confuses
No,
them.
it was not Terry's fault. I
He
take her side.
did it.
All right.
I didn't do any.
right.
Now you're accusing
Well,
me?
no, I mean,
I'm on your side.
Throw 'em
no,
under the
I know
bus
that,
there.
but you were
He
the one
did
who
it.
threw in the done, haven't that kind of thing.
9
But
out of
anyway.
10 married couples have done nothing new
Yeah, it's so confusing.
since their first anniversary as far as sexual maneuvers.
Or in the
or-
bedroom when it comes to the bedroom.
How
they've
can
done
you
nothing
not
new.
help but do something new? Can't you just by accident do something
I
new?
don't know. Well, and another interesting part of this
It's like,
is
here's something new for you tonight, baby. How about you not come home? Let me do this hottie that works down the hall from me in human resources. We got a human resource department?
We
yes,
do.
we do.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got any hot women that work at human
Sue,
resources?
the controller.
Oh.
Yeah, she's Donna.
That's it? That's the whole
She's
staff?
I think
That's
she's
it.
the human resources.
Yeah.
person.
She is it.
Well, she's married,
Yes.
so we can't let you in on whether she's hot or not.
Right.
All right?
Something interesting
she
too,
was-
along with this, is it
Even if
said,
she
also
was-
says
I'm saying, even if she wasn't married, you'd still comment on her hotness, or like that.
I'm going to leave it alone.
All right, I would too.
You know?
She insulted me in her office the other day, badly.
Really?
I was
Did
I was
she?
a witness.
You
to it.
probably
Really?
had it coming.
She's right, but it was very insulting.
What'd she say to you?
She came out of left field.
Well, we're
with it.
filling out our
What'd she say to you that was absolutely dead on?
Well, we're filling out our benefits thing, and you get to save money if you work out 3 or 4 times a week. You know, have you read that?
yes.
Whatever.
In our health benefits,
Yeah.
you get
Yes.
to save money as far as health benefits if you work out 3 or 4
You and your
Yes,
spouse.
yes.
Uh-huh. Well, how do they prove that?
They
can
don't. You
follow
just-
you to the gym?
No,
and
that
don't.
you have to do a health assessment
Right,
thing, and you have
whatever.
to
So
show.
So you
Whatever.
just check the box that says I work 3 or 4 times a week.
Fine, whatever.
I work out.
And she says to
all
me-
the time, as
she-
much as you need me to work out to get big savings.
She says to me, "Well, it's clear this doesn't really apply to you." So, then this one over here is. I'm like,
Wow!
whoa. I mean, she wasn't kidding at all. Completely ripped
Her
me.
face didn't even crack
No,
a smile.
no.
Wow!
Such a shot. An absolute
Did you
unabashed,
give her a belly bump on that comment?
unabashed shot for no reason.
No, she throws jabs like that all the time.
Yeah.
She's a jab thrower?
I was just
Whoa, wait a minute.
I was just sitting down for like 2 minutes. She comes around the corner. Do I pay you for this? I'm like,
I was a witness to that. Is this,
oh my God,
is this
I
what I'm
just-
paying you
yeah,
for?
this is what I'm paying for. I was just sitting down. Like
She was obviously being a tad sarcastic, don't you think? She wasn't being totally serious.
You never
she
met
was
her.
being
She's not
half
really
serious.
She's not the ha-ha funny person.
She's got a
Not at
dry sense of humor.
Okay, probably. Rip me a new one. Well, okay. Obviously, you don't.
She was possessing. She was showing her dry sense of
No,
humor
wasn't
when she
kidding
was hitting
at
you
all.
With, I'm
Was
sure she
not-
was. No, she probably wasn't kidding.
Right.
But
Well,
she was
right.
hitting you with a little funny jab at the same time.
No. There was no dry sense of humor involved. She was totally suggesting I don't need to worry about doing that part of the application.
She wasn't 100% serious, even though it was 100% factual in her mind that was the reality. She was being kind of joking with it, even though she knew she was dead on right.
No joking at all. 100% serious.
You're not getting what I'm telling you. She knew that she was 100% right, but she
Right.
was kind of joking when she said it, even though she knew it was the case.
No attempt at all to be sort of joking.
She was trying to make you get a rise out of you.
Absolutely not.
She was not just trying to say it as an insulting remark.
Absolutely not true. No rise was she interested in. Letting you know, don't fill that part out. It doesn't apply to you. Look here, Sue. You want to feel the pipes, baby? You
Oh,
want to feel the
geez.
guns? Come here.
She's like, ooh.
Oh, maybe I was
Nice and
wrong,
soft.
big
Yeah,
boy.
that's all right. And then we made out. So, it's all good now.
you and Sue made up.
Well, okay. Well, maybe you should show her wrong and hit the gym.
No, Rob, she's my motivation. Finally, I have a motivation to go. Sue the controller.
After all these years.
You want me now, Sue? Look how hot I am. I'm no longer the pencil neck geek.
The T-Man Show.
Okay, so did I give away haunted house tickets in the last segment, or I just
No.
wound up not giving away to anyone? Should I give it away here? Should I give away a quick little pair, or what?
Sure.
First caller, that's simple, so it's going to be someone on Tari Cam, or what?
Or a texter.
Hey.
Okay.
Well,
That's me thinking. Hey.
I heard that in the stall a little bit ago.
Well, that was me, coincidentally. Anyway, I guess I wasn't finished.
You're thinking.
Let's see. No, let me just save them up for better days, better moments, better times this week. What do you say?
all right.
Hey. Maybe I'll give away a quick pair. All right, let me reward the first person who's listening on the internet. Who's this?
Maggie.
Maggie. What's up?
Hi.
How you doing?
Okay.
What are you doing?
Working
Where you working?
at a trucking company.
Oh, that makes two of us. And what can I do for you, Maggie?
I was trying to see if I could get some haunted house tickets.
You haven't been there yet?
No, I haven't.
Are you trying to win them for yourself, your kids, your
My daughter.
daughter?
Yeah.
How old's your daughter?
14.
Oh, really? And she's going to go alone or with a friend, or what's the story? She's going to go with mommy, or she's going to go with you? So mother-daughter day.
Yeah.
At the old haunted house.
Yeah.
That sounds sweet, Terry.
Yes, it
No
does.
boyfriend?
She's 14.
Were you listening on the internet? Are you listening on the radio? How are you listening to us just now?
On the radio.
On the radio?
Yes.
So you beat all those people that were listening on the internet and on Terrycam.
Wow.
Aha, beat you suckers.
Is that what you're telling me? Because I hear a radio in the background. Is that right?
No, no radio. It was my manager, actually.
Well, then how are you listening to us?
On the radio, but I have headphones.
Headphones that you sure you're listening to the radio, not a streaming kind of deal through the internet, or what?
No.
Listening on the
Regular
radio.
radio.
Headphones connected to your radio.
Mm-hmm.
Connected to the backbone. And, all right. It's good enough for me.
Good deal.
All right.
Maggie, you and your daughter are going to the haunted house.
All right, that's great. Thank you very much.
I thought maybe we were owing a bit more of excitement out of you, but
Sorry.
whatever.
I am at work.
Did I catch a sorry?
Sorry, she's at work.
Yes.
Are we Canadian? Canadian?
Are you Canadian?
No.
I heard sorry. I can detect them anywhere.
Where are you from originally,
Silly Canadians.
Maggie?
Texas.
You're from Texas?
Yes, I am.
Really? What part of Texas?
Odessa.
What made you leave Texas?
My parents brought me here.
Your parents brought you here when you were, what?
12.
How old are you now?
31.
And you got a 14-year-old daughter?
Oh, yeah, my kind of girl.
You got all good and knocked up at around 15?
Oh, good and knocked up. That's great.
How old?
16.
Oh, 16. I'm sorry. Why don't you say so? What a mature woman you must have been.
Don't suggest she was a youngster, T-Man. Don't do it.
And where's that dude now? The dude who so long ago hit it right, hit high?
I don't know. Being a loser.
He's a loser?
Mm-hmm.
You have any contact with him at all?
I'd prefer not to.
But your daughter has some contact with him?
I'd prefer her not to either.
I know
He's
you
not a good guy.
I know you prefer it, but do you or not?
Well, she does, but I don't.
You don't. Is he with someone new? Is that what's bugging you?
Huh?
Is he remarried? Or is he married?
Oh, no. He has like 15 other kids.
Oh,
Like
wow.
a major loser. Come on now.
He's a major loser, and yet you got all up and in with him at some point in your life, right?
That was way
Please don't wear a
before.
condom.
That was way short?
Way before.
Way before what? Before he was a loser? Oh, he was such a winner then?
Well,
Everyone's a
I
winner in
guess.
high school.
Okay, anyway. Have you had any kids since then or no?
Yes, one other one.
Another one. By another loser or no?
No.
Oh, this one was a winner.
Oh, yeah, such a winner.
She got the learning curve down. Okay, well, Maggie, congratulations. You and your daughter, the product of you and the loser, are going to go to the haunted house together.
Thank you very
Because
much.
she shouldn't suffer because she was born from a little get-together between her mom and a loser, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure she doesn't see him as a loser, or does she? Unless she's believing all the brainwashing you're giving her.
Yes. That's
Anyway.
the problem.
Brainwashing.
Okay, good, because that wouldn't be fair. Let her make her own judgments,
Yeah.
all right?
Right.
Maggie, well said, well done. Nicely done here, and I congratulate you to the hills. Hang on the line, all right?
Thank you.
I'm glad I could have a little mother-daughter, a little winner here.
Yay.
Yes.
Woohoo.
Getting scared together, peeing on each other. Beautiful.
Whoa.
Okay.
Well, because they get scared. And
Got it.
Not there.
What day are they going again?
I don't know. But they can choose.
I'll have my mask on.
There's Maggie. She's a winner. We'll see you tomorrow.
The T-Man Show.